still got Chris Brown over Usher?
What? Of course. Pause that too. I don't like that.
There you go.
All my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice. That's why all my life, I've been grinding all my life. Look, all my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice. That's why all my life, I've been grinding all my life.
Hello, welcome to another episode of Club Shay Shay. I am your host, Shannon Sharp. I'm also the proprietor of Club Shay Shay. Stopping by for conversation and a drink today, he sold over 100 million records and has billions of streams. He's an award-winning, highly sought-after super producer, a Grammy Award-winning songwriter, a multi-platinum selling rapper, a creator of anthems, a chart-topping artist, an industry veteran, a multi-talented musician, versatile star, and an executive extraordinaire. He's gone diamond as an artist and a producer, a pivotal figure in shaping today's music scene with soundtracks of our lives. He has the Midas touch. Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, Hitmaker. What's up, bro?
Good to see you, huh?
Man, thank you, man. Thank you. How you doing?
Man, I'm blessed, man. Thanks for having me.
So I always ask my guests this: when you hear the accolades that I read off in such a short time, what goes through your mind?
Well, when I first heard it, I was like, damn, I sold 250 million records, not just 100. But that was the first thing that went through my mind. But man, just the journey, man. I think that a lot of people skip over the journey and don't really appreciate the journey. And I'm gonna be honest, at times I did it myself, because when you so boots on the ground and just going and going and going, you don't take time to reflect. And then shit, look at me now. I ain't all them accolades. I ain't got no kids, no wife, no nothing. So shit, it's time to figure it out.
Well, let's go ahead and talk. Yeah, that's coming.
Yes,
I mean,
sir.
you've had all the success. You mentioned 250 million album records sold, all the billions and billions of streams, and now because you got caught up in it, and people that get caught up in their careers, they understand exactly what you're talking about. Salute, bro.
Cheers, my brother.
You know what you think?
I've been waiting to get that Shay Shay. It's smooth.
Yeah.
It's smooth.
You're from Chicago.
Yeah.
What is it about Chicago? Why there's so many of you guys from Chicago?
I think it's because like the environment, you know what I'm saying? It kind of builds you to be like tough. And then deeper than that for me, it's just more so like we didn't have a way out. People like I'm older now, so I'm about to be 40. So everybody else, like the younger guys, they don't see it like that because it's the Chief Keefs, the Lil Durks, the G Herbos, whatever. But when I was coming out, it was literally Common, Twista, Do or Die, Psychodrama, Crucial Conflict, and Kanye. That was it. So it was like you didn't have an opportunity to be like, man, like if I was in New York, I would sit outside the Def Jam building 24/7 and wait for Jay-Z to come out and rap for him and shit like that. Like that wasn't really the opportunity. So I just think the music, it's a real musical city though.
Yeah,
like I mean, I'm gonna be honest, like my next door neighbor, like for a while was Buddy Guy, you know?
Really?
Yeah. Like, so like the music is in the city and it's just on us. Like it's a real soulful town. So I think that that's where it really comes from.
What do you think's been the key to your longevity?
The work. Like, I love to work, bro. Like, I don't like to do nothing. Like, people, this around the time of Grammys and everything. I'm nominated for Grammys for other producers that I work with in situations. But I hate partying. I hate phony kicking it. I'm not really like, I think if I phony kicked it more, I might be like in a different space. But I'm just so dead focused real on the work.
If I F with you, I F with you. If I don't, ain't no sense of, hey, bro, yeah. Ain't none of that.
Because when you in it so long, you see the same characters come around. So when you ain't had shit and they were shitting on you, you see them. Now you up, you see them again, and the tune change a little bit. So, I mean, I be searching for authenticity, but at the same token, it's the music business. So you gotta kind of play the game, but I don't play the game like that.
Because I had T-Pain on, and T-Pain say, bro, ain't nobody in this business your brother.
Nah.
They your brother as long as they can use you or get you got something they want or can help them get to where they want. But when they say that brother, don't believe that. Nobody in this business is your brother. And I was like, bro, I mean, but I see you I saw you kicking with people. He's like, no. I had to learn the hard way. And you said it like, hold on. When I was down, y'all didn't have time for Hitmaker. Now I'm up. Now, boy, you be dropping the beats.
Right.
You like, nah, I'm good, cuz.
Yeah, see, I just think that, man, like, it's two ways to look at that. Like,
Okay.
as I get older and go through therapy and shit like that, like, I never really got, like, the POV standpoint. Like, my POV not gonna be the same as somebody else
Correct.
or whatever. And then within learning that, like, they supposed to use me, though.
Right.
Because I provide a service.
Correct.
But when you useless and you can't be used, then
Right.
they ain't gonna fuck with you no more.
So, you know what? Someone that I heard somebody told, I forget who it was on the show and says, yeah, it said at least I forget how it'll come back to me, but they said something very similar, is that you being used, at least I had a service to provide.
Exactly.
So if you can't use somebody that don't have anything to provide.
What you doing? Ain't nothing happening.
You mentioned G Herbo.
Right.
And G Herbo, I had him on and he's unbelievable. I mean, it's my really first time getting an opportunity, because when I get an opportunity to sit down and talk to people, because you have a perception of somebody that you see from a distance. But when you get an opportunity to sit down and you talk to them and you start to, after 30 minutes, after an hour, you get a sense of like who that person really is.
Right.
And I had a sense, and I'm like, man, this is a good brother. Obviously, he came up in some times and he had to do some things that I'm sure he's not proud of, but I think he's a good brother. And I heard him the other day, he said that, someone tried to trick him out of his spot by throwing up a gang sign in the club in front of his face. He's like, nah, I'm too smart for that, bro. I'm way, way, way past that. What is it about, like, when somebody that, I don't know if the guy know him, he might have didn't know him, maybe he was a true a banger or whatever the case may be. But why is it that when we see somebody that came from an environment, why we always, and they come out and they make it, why we try to put them back in that situation?
It's crabs in a barrel mentality, my brother. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that it's such a clout-driven era right now. Like, a person would rather come and do some harm to you and be famous for doing harm to you than actually express that they truly like you and they fans of you, instead of giving you the admiration and your flowers at the time. And I think it's just because it's how we raised culturally. You know what I'm saying? Like, for lack of a better word, black people are like known to hate on. That's why it's the shade room.
Right.
Like, I mean, TMZ is I feel like it's for white people or whatever, but it ain't as volatile as Shade Room or Baller Alert or the things that we got going on. I just think that, look, and I'm sure we're going to talk about that shit later. Like, I was on Love and Hip Hop. Think about, like, guilty pleasures, right?
Yes.
People like to see famous people not doing good so they can feel better about where their life going on. You know what I'm saying? So I really commend her for doing that, because I really know Herb. He a little brother of mine.
Yes.
Like, I ain't gonna lie, we just talking yesterday. And man, like, he one of the good ones. He's one of the great ones. And I think that he realized what his purpose is, because when I met him, man, he was just Lil Herb. I met him with Nicki Minaj when he came and did that Chirac song in LA for Nicki. So, man, I love Herb, man. That's Lil Bro.
This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. Whether you're starting a new routine, making player picks for the first time, trying something new can be hard. But in life and on Prize Pick, it always feels good to be right. With high-pressure playoff matchups every weekend and elite hoops action almost every night, the action never stops, and Prize Picks lets you take control. Find your community on Prize Picks. With new social feeds feature, you can share Prize Picks with friends, copy lineups from winners with a single click. Copy lineups you like, use them as inspiration for your own picks. You can even follow Prize Picks partners like yours truly and tailor fade our picks with just one click. New feature alert, Prize Picks has early payouts. If your lineup gets off to a hot start, you may now have the option to cash out those winnings early, before the game even finishes. Prize Picks is simple to play. Just download the Prize Pick app today. Use code Shannon to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code Shannon to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. Also, Vaughn. Where were you when you heard what had happened to Vaughn?
I was in a studio. I told you I don't do nothing but work. And the crazy thing for me is that Vaughn had such a good spirit. Like, I think I might have did Vaughn's biggest record besides Crazy Story. It's a song called Still Trappin', featuring him and Lil Durk or whatever. I think it's like triple platinum, 4 times platinum now. And when I work with him, a lot of people see, I don't just make beats, Shannon. I make records. I make hit records. You call me when you want a hit. You want a nigga to just play you some beats, go call him.
That ain't what you for.
Nah, the song come done. I'm in the studio 24/7, so when I work with a rapper, I'll present a beat with a hook already on it to make the job easier for the rapper.
Damn, he ain't got nothing to do with just lay a track.
Exactly, because why would you want to do that? These niggas gotta go tour all over the world. They're gonna be big artists. They allow me to do the work for them,
Right.
but they still gotta make it their own.
Right.
Because I could write a hook for anybody sitting in here right now, and they might not perform it the way that artist performs it. So when I got with Von and he took those records and that was a demo, and he like, damn, gang, I'm really supposed to re-say what you said? I'm like, yes, but put your own spin on it.
Say it like you
make
would
it
say it.
true to you. And then that allowed him to do that. And I ain't gonna lie, we did those songs and we did a bunch of different records. And then shortly after, he lost his life. And I felt like his trajectory was just going so high at that point. But you know how this shit go, man. Like, he was really one of them. So like, I don't even think that with him passing, he would be too like caught up on crying about it. You know what I'm saying? Like he lived and he did what he was supposed to do. I think he got farther than he might have thought he was gonna go.
But here you said, here is a guy, and you can see he's ascending here. Why not get off that train that's going to either put him where he currently is, into the penitentiary? Why, when you go in here, why would you take a detour?
Because Von is in the era of reality rap. So they thing was to go do shit in the streets and go tell real street stories that academics or any of these different people can go put the dots together and try and connect it. Like, that's why people with them so much.
Right.
Because it was like, oh, I'm talking about this situation. It's a real situation that happened. I was involved with it to a certain degree, allegedly, you know what I'm saying? And it was just right there. So people were drawn to the reality rap of what he was doing. And now I feel like that era is kind of leading us right now to another direction.
Because who was that started it? Somebody said F the streets.
Oh yeah, 21 Savage.
Savage said F the streets. Because we saw what happened with YSL in Atlanta, and we see the things that, and it's like, man, look here, F the streets. Where are you?
Oh, I ain't in the streets at all. I'm an executive. I don't know what they're talking about. Like,
F the streets.
yo, Shannon, listen, I'm from South Side of Chicago, man. I was blessed that my parents actually like,
Your people had money.
they put in that work.
Yeah.
So, you know, they get on my ass every time I say I never ate a sandwich, a hot dog, hamburger, grilled cheese, McDonald's.
Oh, you had hot meals.
Oh, I had chefs and we had
What?
I had a decision to make. It wasn't really about what I would, you know how like, you gonna eat this grilled cheese. It wasn't none of that. I was going to school with like a thermos with chicken noodle soup inside of it, Shannon.
Damn.
Yeah, man, I was moving different. So I was around the streets. Music led me to the streets.
Okay.
I was living in the suburbs and I was so caught up into the music and the DMXs, the Jay-Z's. And back then, it wasn't reality rap, but you had to be true to whatever you were preaching.
Yeah.
So I was the dumb that was in school that could have had a Range Rover at 16, but I wanted to go sell crack in the middle of the hood and think that I'm doing whatever I'm doing. And my parents was all the way up.
You mentioned you wrote one of Durk's Bond's biggest song, and with him and Lil Durk.
Yeah.
How was that experience? What was that like?
Man, the experience was crazy because you hear the stories about King Von them, and then you got to remember, I ain't a street dude.
Right.
So, like, I usually work in my own little zone. You come see me in my space, like how we just came to see you in that space. I had to go to him.
Oh,
it's 35 in the studio. It's like, yo, so I'm not in my comfort zone automatically, but
is it necessary that they be here? All up here?
Nah, I'm like, yo, bro, like I don't know what they got going on. They all YNs though. Like they all moving a little different. 20 Pooh Shiesty masks on in the studio. Right. It's like it was throwing my energy off a little bit, but I saw the value in where he was going and the potential. So I was like, you know what? We take some of this shit off.
Yeah.
We leave some of this shit at home. You know what I'm saying? Let me come real light, you know what I'm saying? Right. And then let me open myself up to this different environment. And I ain't gonna lie, we did them really fast, knocked them out. And it's the same way with Durk, like Free Durk. When I go work with him, he was evolving. See, I worked with Durk on every album he dropped pretty much throughout his career. And he evolved though. I think he he started understanding the business earlier than Von or whatever and started moving different, start positioning himself a little different. It's unfortunate to where he is now. But man, like Durk and Von, they on a Mount Rushmore, Chicago.
Really?
Of YNs. Right. Of younger guys. For sure.
Yeah. I mean, and look, I know you don't like to speak on this, but and you mentioned like, unfortunately, he got himself into a situation, and hopefully that works out for him. But I wish guys would see what they have going before it's too late.
For sure.
Because like you said, you saw Von go in here, Durk go in here, and then unfortunately, they took detours. And like I said, I mean, well, we know Von. You like Von he was really whatever he talked, whatever he rapped about. He was really about that life. Because a lot of people not really about that life. Like, bro, you a studio gangster.
Right.
You busting caps in the studio on wax.
Right.
You ain't really in the street trying to let nobody have it. But they were really about that. And so and because you're close to him, you know him on a personal level. It's not like we just from Chicago. Yeah, he's from Chicago. I know of him, but I don't know him. You've actually worked with these individuals, so there's a closeness that you have that probably a lot of people don't have. And so I'm like, probably when you heard like, man, Durk, really? I sure hope that ish ain't true.
Man, that messed me up too, though, because you got to think from Von passing, and then you got to remember Durk lost a lot of family too. He lost D-Thang, he lost Chin, he lost his brother, who was his manager, and these all people I knew from the beginning of his career.
Correct.
So I think you don't know how much trauma he might be holding. You know what I'm saying? Like I couldn't imagine going through all that type of stuff. And I really know where Durk from. Like I really was around these guys. Like I'm about 9 years older than Durk. So like Durk was like Lil Durk on the block when I was out there as a teenager or whatever. So I mean, I just praying for these brothers. It's a mentality, bro. Like, and I see things shifting. I see the tides changing a little bit. But man, Chicago, like, we just gotta do better. And like, I think it need to be more OGs. They ain't had no OGs.
Correct.
I ain't give a fuck about no OG. They could beat up the OG.
Damn.
Like that's the type of time they was on.
Right.
So I'm just hoping that, you know what I'm saying, like people you learn from examples instead of having to go through the situations themselves, you know?
Yeah, I think the thing is that a wise man learns from others' mistakes.
Facts.
A fool learns from his own. But you know what? My grandma used to say, boy, sometimes you have to bump your own head to realize how much it hurts.
Yeah, for sure.
And unfortunately, sometimes we have to go through things for ourselves. We can see it from a distance. But you like, that can't happen to me.
Yeah, I'm starting to learn as I get older, man, to go with my gut. So if I think about something and doing something, I'm like, should I send this DM?
Nah, let it ride.
Nigga still sent it though. But you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like we gotta pull back a little bit.
You worked with Kanye early in his career. What was early Kanye like?
Man.
Did you see working with him early 2000s? Did you see what everybody came to? I mean, he's a genius.
Of course, bro. So Kanye Weszt used to live on 95th Street in Ashland or whatever, and we used to go over there. My mentor is a guy named Berg who works heavily with Kanye Weszt. Okay. So we used to go over there all the time, rap, do all these different things. And I'm gonna be honest with you, the man. My demo was produced by Bugs, No ID, and Kanye Weszt.
Okay.
So Jesus Walks, the Kanye song, was on my demo because he was moving the beats around. This before he made the song Jesus Walks.
Right.
So on my demo that got me signed at the age of 13 to DMX, I had one of the biggest bidding wars going on as a kid rapper. It was Jay-Z, DMX, every company, probably 10 different companies wanted to sign me at the time. And my demo had Jesus Walks on it. So that was like my first time like really collaborating with Kanye and being around him and just feeling energy. He was already a legend before, you know what I'm saying? Like he was doing Jay-Z beats. Like Jay-Z was, you know, to us, we know what Jay-Z is to us. So,
absolutely.
But him to be where we from and doing Jay-Z beats, he was already a legend from the jump.
Wow. So what do you think the biggest difference is, Kanye that you met and Kanye now?
Oh, you're a billionaire.
That's the difference, the paper.
Yeah, you know, the paper turn you. It's only a few handful of people, and I know you can relate to this, that get a large amount of paper that still stick to where their roots is. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying Ye is a person that didn't stick to his roots because he a grown man. He older than me, man, almost 50. He can make his own decisions.
Right.
But at the same token, I think money and fame is the most dangerous drug you could possibly take.
It's addictive. It's addictive. It's intoxicating too. And kind of once you have it, you want more of it.
Exactly. And that's what I'm fighting with my therapist about right now. She like, when is it going to ever be enough?
I get the same thing.
I'm like, I don't know.
But I don't know what I would do if I didn't work. What would I do? What I mean, to go travel and to go do all this stuff for what?
Shannon, my dad's 76 years old right now, right? The man owned like 15 3-flat apartment buildings in Chicago. The man still get up and go to them buildings every day, check on his tenants, do all the shit. I'm like, yo, brother, we multi-millionaires. He's a millionaire, I'm a millionaire. Why don't we hire somebody to do that? But he won't tell me, but something in me tell me that when you stop working, you dead. So I look at him like he crazy, like, yo, like, bro, you done retired, you done with all this shit. Let's sell them buildings. Let's get you a house in Miami, somewhere close to me, to where I can have like a little fine nurse or whoever at your house, caretaker coming through, getting you good, you know what I'm saying? Right. But at the same token, he won't leave.
No.
He won't do it.
What do you think about Kanye recently? I think it took it out in the Wall Street Journal or New York Times, where he apologized to the black community. He apologized to the Jewish community for some of his rhetoric, realizing, and he's made it like he's dealt with some things in the past. And I'm not here to make excuses for Kanye. Kanye is a grown man, and his apology, his letter, his editorial speak for itself. But what do you make of that?
I think this is the best apology he's done throughout this whole time, because it was like, it wasn't an apology based off like, man, I want your acceptance back. It was just more so like a statement like, yo, like, I'm working on myself. I'm accountable for what I did.
Yes.
I know I f***ed up. And it's the first time he said he was f***ed up with black people.
Yeah.
So that, you know, I mean, you got to know, like, either the PR team that ramped up, or somebody auntie, a black lady running his PR right now, or he's very genuine about what he really feels. And I think that him being genuine would be the best thing, because the man catalog and just what he means to us. Now, you ain't even gotta be a rapper or a musician or nothing, but you can't talk about life in our generation of what it is without Kanye West being mentioned.
Yeah. I mean, you look at what he's done since he burst onto the scene in the early 2000s to what he is now. And not only just what he's done, what he's been on other people and helped them do.
Right. You know what I think Kanye, where it started going bad at, and I'm yay, I love you, John Monopoly, all y'all, don't take me no way when I say this. I think that when he went up there and took that award from Taylor Swift for Beyonce, no matter how much Henny he was on or how drunk he was doing it for the right reason.
Yes.
He like, yo, I'm an advocate for music. Let's be clear. Beyonce had the best shit smoking right now. Like, and now we letting the politics change. And I think he was stoned for that. And he might not have been supported the way he thought he was going to be supported, a la when he said George Bush don't like black people. Yeah. He thought the outpour of the support was going to come the same way. And once he didn't receive that support and he got shamed for it, and he like, I did this shit for somebody else. Right. This ain't even my L to hold.
Exactly. It wasn't like I lost album of the year.
Yeah.
I stood on the table for someone else.
For the culture, really, though.
And this is what the things that I get. And I agree with you. I think that he thought he was going to get more support than what he got. But even if he had gotten the support, the support on the other side was far too great, because they control all the awards. They can control everything. Right. And so you got to, at some point in time, you kind of have to play the game within the game.
Exactly.
I'm doing my own thing, but you understand how this machine works. When you play Miss Pac-Man, you know how to get to the end.
Yeah, for sure.
There's a pattern that you have to follow. And everybody's like, well, I do my own thing, bro. I get you do your own thing. But it's kind of hard when you don't own everything that you own. So you might say, well, I own a business. But do you produce everything that you own? Do you sell everything to yourself that you own? So you need other people involved. And then when they shut that power off, you just own something that you don't have anybody to sell it to.
I think it's a fine line between handling your business and selling out.
Yes.
And everybody is trying to walk that tightrope.
You absolutely are.
Yo, so it's like, I'm trying to tell the truth, but hey, I ain't trying to get, I get this shit bigger than me. You know what I'm saying? Like, so.
Hey, I'm Nino Brown. Hey, this bigger than me.
It's bigger than me. Everybody going down, this motherfucker, I go down. Yo, I'm crying.
A sports figure, Derrick Rose. Hometown hero, just had his number retired by the Bulls. What does D Rose mean to the city of Chicago?
I think he up there with Kanye, for real. Like, because he from the city. Like, we love Jordan. Everybody loves Jordan. He the greatest of all time. This man really went to Simeon. He really was at them schools to where we could go see him. Like, he was really a part of what was happening. And then to do that, and then to get drafted by the Bulls, then how your number retired by the Bulls. Like, I don't know if it, and he in the Hall of Fame, or he on the way?
There's a possibility he's on the way. But to have your jersey retired by your hometown team, a team that I'm sure you grew up watching, because look, everybody was a Jordan. If you Chicago, you're a Jordan fan.
Facts.
You're a Jordan fan.
Facts.
It's simple as that. And to like, damn. Man, D Rose, man, I remember when D Rose, when he went to Simeon and man, he won the state and he did this and he did that.
Mm-hmm.
Man, now he on the Bulls and now he got his jersey retired.
Dreams come true.
For Chicago, just for Chicago, he's up there with Jordan. He might be bigger than Jordan just for the city of Chicago.
I think so, because he actually from Chicago.
Correct.
Mike, wait, see, is Mike from New York or is he from North Carolina?
He was born in New York.
Okay.
It's kind of like me. Okay. I was born in Chicago.
Oh, for real?
But I grew up in Georgia.
That's why I with you. You from Chicago, man. What's going on, man? I knew something was going on, man. They yak, man. What's up? Everybody from Chicago like yak.
Yeah, they do. That's some good stuff right there. That's premium. The neighborhood.
Right.
I read that Shauna from the DDP was from your neighborhood
Mm-hmm.
in Chicago. How did she help your music?
Bro, so damn, when I fell in love with the music, right? Her brother, his name is Ice Drake, and then she was signed. She had a deal with Relativity first, and she had she had like a group. I forget, Infamous Syndicate. It was her and a girl named Tifa, and as you know, or maybe you not know, Buddy Guy is her daddy.
Oh,
yes.
So that's how you. So
yeah.
Okay.
So we living in the
Who's
suburbs.
in Sinners playing the guitar and doing the movie.
Exactly. So we in the suburbs, we doing whatever, and like she's my next door neighbor, like two houses down. So music was flowing through their household, and my brother was like rapping, and they were all like friends because Shauna's probably like 10 years older than me too.
Okay.
So they were all friends, and they were all like making music, and it was really inspiring for me to see because like it let me know that this is possible. But I was really bad and I wanted to know about music. Boy, they did me dirty. They used to lock me up in the crawl space. They used to, you know what I'm saying, do all the shit to a little brother that
right.
that you were supposed to do. But I was able to be around those early beginnings and see how she did her thing. And then not only that, further down the line when we got more closer and my career evolved before I got on as Young Berg, she put me on her album.
Okay.
I produced on her album as well. And it was just like, she's a big sister to me, like in every shape of the word, for real.
So music, from as long as you can remember, you've been around music.
Yeah, for sure.
It's been the only thing that you really wanted to do, huh?
I ain't got nothing else to do but this.
No sports, no.
Hold on, my man here, like I got a J.
Oh, you
I'm
like
nice.
that?
Yeah, I got a shot. I ain't finna be doing no running and sweating and all that other stuff. But we want to shoot for some money. I'm the guy that you call. But in reality, man, I play basketball a little bit. But Sharon, you see, I got these product platforms, so I'm about 5'7". Lucky. So I knew I wasn't going nowhere with that, and music just became my life, just totally. I got my first record deal at 13.
Wow.
I dropped out of school in 8th grade.
Hold on. So when you dropped out of school, so what'd you tell your parents, considering as financially stable as they are, I'm sure education was a big key. Hey, they said, hey, we want you to get an education. We want you to go off. We want, potentially hand the businesses down to you. And so when you tell your parents, Mom, Dad, I ain't going to school tomorrow. As a matter of fact, I ain't going to school no more.
Right. So at that point, Shannon, so like my life is really like a movie. Like I'm really going to break this shit down, but it's a movie. Like my parents, they're up, boom, normal shit, they get a divorce.
Right.
Now, as me being a young kid, I think my mom like progressed faster than my dad's life.
Okay.
So she started dating and doing whatever her want to. I hated that. I was the worst kid ever. Like we in the suburbs, like my mom getting a kiss from her. Then she ended up marrying this guy, but like I'm at the top of the banister throwing shit at them while they doing, like I'm wilding out.
You like, that ain't my daddy, why you kissing him?
Exactly. So at that point I became so much of a problem child that I moved in with my father, like Boys in the Hood.
Yeah.
Like so I went and lived with my dad, and he like, I'm the king, you the prince, this what we doing. But my dad, as I told you, he owns a lot of property and apartment buildings and real estate. So we went and moved into one of his buildings.
Okay.
And my mom ended up getting a house and a divorce and all that other stuff. So my dad raised me from a real young man. But now we in a city now. No more suburbs.
Right.
So now I'm close to the bullshit. And I was bad.
Yeah.
So me going to school, like, he couldn't control that. I would go get on a bus. He can't follow me.
I was supposed to be going to school. They didn't say I went. I was actually made it.
No. I put the uniform on to go to school. That don't mean. And I did go to school, but you know what I did, Shannon?
What did?
You know, lunch started 4th period.
Right.
I go in that motherfucker for freshman lunch, sophomore lunch, senior lunch,
Damn,
junior lunch. I'm in that boom. rapping, you know what I'm saying, doing what we do. I ain't never go to school. I ain't gonna lie. I remember one time, and I ain't proud to say this, so kids, go to school, do what you gotta do.
Right.
I was getting like straight Fs whole time. F, 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 F. I remember I got D's one time, they got me Jordans.
Hold up, you got D's and your parents got you Jordans?
That's how much I wasn't going to school.
You supposed to have got pro cans or some Bobos. You can't get no good in getting D's.
Yo, I'm talking about I got rewarded for the D's.
Damn, now you know your grades got to be bad if you get rewarded for D's.
I'm straight Fs. I'm talking about all Fs.
They're like, well, this is an improvement, son. How did Jordans go?
Exactly.
When your mother and father got a divorce,
Right.
did you feel some sort of resentment because you're saying that when you saw her being with the guy, the gentleman that she ended up marrying, you felt some type of way? Did you have a resentment towards your mom for the divorce? Did you blame anybody in that situation?
I think it was,
Do you know why your parents got a divorce?
you know, they tell you older, when you older or whatever, you in the moment, but man, like, how good this interview, man. I'm gonna tell the truth in this whole shit. You know what I'm saying? So look, it was a lot of things going on. Now that I'm older and I see men and women relationships or whatever between however manipulation goes, and then we have a kid and the process of all that. I understand what was going on and where my parents was at the time, but I wasn't really able to really truly accept it at all. And that started the split between me and my mom. Like I told you, my dad raised me. So like I was doing music and my dad was supportive of me doing music. My mom, not so much supportive. So like, man, like, I'm gonna give you the real tea. Like, man, like my mom got me locked up, put me in jail mad times.
Damn!
All type of shit.
She called the folks on you?
Yes, bro. I never forget, right? So damn, we kind of speeding up, but like my mom, I got my deal with DMX, right?
Okay.
I signed a DMX and like I'm up there in New York. He moves me to Edgewater, New Jersey. I'm living in Edgewater. And one of my friends at the time, he had a gun and he came in the house and like we was all playing with the gun and I double cocked the gun. So the gun go off in my apartment. Boom. It go through the floor, it go through all type of shit or whatever. I'm living in a townhouse, so now the police and everything is going crazy. I go back to Chicago, and I'm around a bunch of street guys. This is why I got a record deal. This is why I'm working on music. And my mom was like, I'm not really close with my mom, but she wanted to see me. She was sending me two-way messages on the Silver Skytail page at the time. She come pick me up. She like, yo, I want to take you get some food before you go back to New Jersey. I'm like, nah, I'm really trying to do that. I want to go shopping. I want to buy some clothes or whatever. Take me to the mall. And we can go get food too. But I had money though. I had a record deal, so I was buying my own shit. So while we get to the mall, she's like getting all these mysterious phone calls. Like, I'm going to be parked by the Walgreens on the north entrance of this. And I'm like, who you talking to? And she like, no, it's my new husband. He's going to meet us up here, this, that, and the third. So in the mall, I come out the mall. My mom got a BMW at the time. Two big Samoans outside of the BMW. And they like, hey, Chris, how you doing? What's going on? I'm like, I'm good. You know, by that time, I had a song on DMX soundtrack, Exit Wounds, with his movie with Steven Seagal. They like, we hear you do music, this, that, and the third or whatever. I'm like, yeah. My mom like, Chris, you got to go to school. She jump in a Beamer, press the trunk, and then the Samoans get the bags out of the trunk. Now I'm fighting with two big Samoans in the middle of Evergreen Plaza. That's a mall on the south side of Chicago. I know I'm fighting with them or whatever. They throw me down, put the plastic cuffs on me. Now they put me in a car. So now I'm riding through Chicago, getting downtown. I'm like, where the is this school at? Where are we going? We get to the airport. So now we at O'Hare. So like they escorting me through, trying to walk me through, get me the ticket or whatever. It's a black lady at TSA. She like, why you holding that young man like that? I'm like, I don't know him. I snatch away from him. I'm running through the airport. I take off running through the airport. Man, I ran to a dead end, gang. I ain't gonna lie. So they come get me, put me on one plane in Vegas. They like, we can't tell you what's going on. We ain't gonna let you know what's going on. They give me a letter my mom wrote once we got to Vegas, and it basically said she signed away all her parental rights to me, to this school, to this in the state. So they shipped me to Thompson Falls. School. Yep, in Thompson Falls, Montana. And like, this shit is on Netflix right now. They got documentaries about this same school. Like, they was raping people, beating people up. They was taking advantage of kids. Like, so I go there. I'm a recording artist at the time. You can't look at girls. They start you off at level 1, 0, nothing. You can't have salt and pepper. You can't talk on the phone, nobody. I was cut off from the world. I ain't know 9/11 happened. I ain't know nothing. I acted bad at the place in Thompson Falls, Montana. They shipped me to a place called High Impact in Jamaica, to where it was no child safety laws. They could beat you the up. I had to walk 100 laps with a 100-pound brick on my back just to get back to Thompson Falls, Montana. And that's how I lost my record deal with DMX when I was signing them or whatever. And it just stripped me of everything. Like I ain't know Aaliyah died, so I'm super close with, I was close with Aaliyah from DMX and just all this other stuff. And like me and my mom, you know, like shit, like me and my mom ain't really close to this day right now.
How could your mom sign away your rights and your dad?
Oh, see, that go back to what we were talking about, why I wasn't going to school, because I wasn't paying attention to my dad. That nigga blowing up my phone. I'm in the studio. I'm doing my own thing. He said, you took the keys away from me. He said, yo, I'm trying to stand up for you. I'm trying to vouch for you. Trying to tell your mother, let's not go this option. Let's not take this route. And once I stopped communicating with him, it left him no choice. Yeah, his back was against the wall.
Had your mother not intervened and sent you there, and I know the relationship, and we'll talk about this a little later. Had your mother not did what she done, are we having this conversation today?
I doubt it. I was really a bad kid on a bad path. And like, even though at the moment it didn't feel good, but looking back in hindsight, like it might have saved my life and might have put me in a different position to where I could even be having this interview with you now. But the wound's so deep on that level with that. As the story keep going or whatever, I'm gonna let you know some more shit that it went on or whatever, and then you'll understand the dynamic.
As a child whose parents divorced, what would you tell kids if you had a room full of kids, you speaking to 300, 400 kids, and they're going through a very similar situation, parents divorced, what would you tell these kids?
Love your parents. They not perfect. They just humans, and you'll realize it later. And that's what people told me, but you never really look at it like that in that moment. It's like, I want my mom, I want my dad, I want this.
Because you had that. You had it was never a situation where I stayed with my dad, and then I go on the weekends with my mom, and holidays, one holiday, Thanksgiving, I'm with dad, Christmas, I'm with mom, this or that, birthday, I'm with dad, next birthday, I'm with mom. You had two parents in home doing extremely, extremely well. And then all of a sudden that get ripped apart. Do you think that had an impact on why you was going down the path that you go? Or you had already started that path even when they were both in the home?
I think it had an impact on it because, like I told you, it put me in a different environment. I was living in the suburbs. Like, we were living like literally the ideal suburban life, going to...
You were the Cleavers.
Exactly. But then when they broke up, my dad took it back to the hood, and it's like, we in the hood, like, you know what I'm saying? So my experiences, I wouldn't have been around those. I wouldn't have been able to meet Kanye Weszt. I wouldn't have been able to do all the different things, meet my partner Berg, my mentor,
So theoretically it was a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, bro. The journey, that's what we were talking about, the journey.
Is this situation between your mom and your dad, is that what makes you skeptical of marriage?
Well, I don't trust women at all.
What? Come on, man. I'm sure you've had some relationship in your life where the woman has been everything that you thought she would be and more.
I'm damaged goods, Shannon.
Oh.
See, you got to understand it, right? I've lived it on different levels, right? So I've been the rapper that I've watched women do bad things to their friends or to get to me.
Right.
Then I seen it from the other end too. Then not only that, I think nobody tells the truth about this is that, and this is what I want to tell, I would like to tell kids, like people to get this, man, when you grinding, man, maybe try and lock in with something early.
Yes.
Cause you know she really there for you.
Yes.
Now,
yes.
All this grinding, and then you meeting me and I'm picking you up in a Lamborghini or a Ferrari or a Rolls Royce Spectra, you're always going to be skeptical about who really is there for you or not. So it's just, I'm just damaged. You know what I'm saying? Now, I do got some women in my life. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to hold back on them or whatever that I think are really genuine people. But at the same token, now it's just so messed up is that I have no regard for adapting to someone else's plan. I'm the masculine man. I'm in the leadership position. So it's really like, yo, this is what I'm doing. If it worked for you and you want to be involved with it, great. If it don't, then shit, let's just be the best of friends. And that's just where I'm at with it right now.
Well, have you found anyone that understands the sacrifice, what it takes for someone in your position to stay in your position or even climb even higher? Do they understand? So when you tell it, because everybody says I can be number 2 until they're really forced to be number 2.
Correct.
Like my career is number 1. I'm always going to be in the studio. I got to do X, Y, and Z. We're going to go on vacation. We're going to go out and get us a nice meal. We're going to do all that. But I just want you to know, somebody call and say they need a beat next week. I'm dropping everything to go hit this beat.
You know they ain't gonna never understand that shit. Yo, come on, Shannon. Like, well, I think that, see, look, this what my hope is, right?
Okay.
So I am optimistic about things that's going on or whatever. And I think that when you really take it that way, and when you in a position and you in a successful position, I think that the woman that you end up either marrying or being with has to be understanding of your lifestyle, and also maybe has to be a part of what you doing, your business, in some type of capacity, you know what I'm saying, to where she feels included in what's going on. Because I ain't worked this hard for somebody else to tell me what to do, Shannon. True. I don't care what, you know what I'm saying, going on. I don't care how you feel, nothing. I ain't worked this hard for you to receive the amenities that come along with being with me, for your feelings to dictate what I got to do with my life.
Do you think it's possible now to find a woman to love you through all these scars?
Yeah, because I got money.
But she ain't loving you because of through those scars. She loving you because of the money, the access that you give her. I'm talking about somebody that, if, Lord, don't let this happen, but if you were not, had all this money, if all of a sudden now you're an average guy making $75,000 to $100,000 a year, would she still be there? Would she still love you?
No. What we doing with $75,000?
Living, hopefully.
Is that pre or post taxes? Which one?
We'll make it post taxes.
I mean, nah. Don't no woman. Yeah, whoa, stop, Shannon. I don't know if you in tune, because you are on the internet. You work a lot.
Yes, I do.
But you see these young girls. It's young girls getting on streams that are streamers now that's saying that they don't want a man that don't make over $1 million a year.
They be talking about 5,
20 years old.
Do they understand how few people in the world make $10 million a year?
Nope, they don't.
Because when you say, okay, I want a man that's, let's say, over 6 foot tall, you're talking about probably less than 8% of the population. Well, I want a man that's educated, got at least a master's degree, maybe a secondary degree. You shrink it even more. I want a man to make 10 million. Now you're talking about 0.5%. So you want a man that's over 6 foot tall, that's educated, that's well versed, that likes to travel, makes $10 million a year. Now that man with all those attributes that you want, gotta want you.
No, but I want all of y'all. And that's what they don't understand. Like, they all fishing for the same dude.
Yes.
And the sick part about it is that, like, I respect the women that actually go get bread themselves and that are successful themselves, but they don't want to invest into no man that don't got as much as them.
Yeah.
So on the flip side of things, that's what it's come to for us in the position that we are. We're like, we got to blindly just trust that a woman really likes us, and that we don't care. Man, when I meet a woman, I don't care if she ain't got to have nothing.
True.
We can go on Las Vegas Boulevard right now and wake up a homeless woman off the street. I can go take her to Miami,
and
back
clean
home
up.
with me, put the ass on.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
She'll love me for life.
Yeah.
What? You really changed her life.
Yeah.
But then you got the other woman that think that that's the entitlement that come with it, because she used to dealing with a lot of successful men, but they never wifed her.
Right.
It was only temporary.
Yes.
Like, a lot of the successful men got some women that's respectfully not as beautiful as the women that as they side pieces,
right,
but they more thorough and they at home and they know where their loyalty lie.
Wow. It's I read somebody said it, I heard it. They say men want to accumulate money to take care of others. Women want to accumulate money to become independent.
True. It's sad, but it's true.
Because women will say, I'm not changing who I am, I'm a blah, blah, blah. Men says, I love you, I'll change.
See, but the thing is, though, men, us as men, we be lying too. When we ready to change, we gotta put the fine print. Like, I'ma change when I'm ready to change. So if you gonna wait it out,
Yeah.
or you ain't.
Right.
And that's really what the reality of this whole situation is. But I'm trying to find a balance because it's like, man, Shannon, be living in an 8-bedroom house, dolo. I ain't got no dogs. That's no, you got the dogs.
Yeah, I got 3 dogs. Yeah.
That's why it's kind of, you know, when my most depressing part of my life is the holidays. When everything's shut down, when don't nobody want to work no more, and the studio, I got to give grace to all my staff that got kids and all. Now you just sit at the phone looking at matching pajamas and all this other bullshit. You want to cry. You sitting there drinking eggnog, crying and shit. You know what I'm saying? But January 1st hit, New Year's Eve, they back outside.
Back outside.
And we back to work.
So is it you can be alone and not be lonely. You can be lonely and not be alone.
True.
Or you can be alone
and still be lonely. I mean, I think for a large portion of my life, I was like, man, why don't I just like, I could just be Eddie Murphy from Boomerang. I just have a new girl with me every other day of the week.
Right.
Do whatever I'm doing. But that's still also, that's hard for work too.
Yes.
It's also draining. It's a lot of different personalities that you got to put up with and all that other stuff. Like, I'm just at a point in my life where it ain't like, man, I do want kids though, Shannon. I ain't gonna lie, yeah.
You better get this. But the thing is, but here, you don't waited this long, man. Be with that woman.
That's what I'm saying.
Be with her. Be with her. Because all things being equal, I have 3 kids and they're beautiful. They're all graduates. My youngest daughter is in residency as a doctor. But if I could do anything over again, I would have all my kids from one woman. That's my really. I love my kids and they're great. They've never given me any problem, and thankfully, knock on wood, none of them have my personality.
Yeah,
but that's what I would do. And that's what I would tell you. One woman.
Yo, have you noticed that like people are getting crazier and crazier as the days progress?
Yeah, probably.
Like it's these phones, like it's just the thought process of
you know what it is? It's the street committee. It's the internet. Because when I was growing up and probably until, the late 2010s, early, there wasn't no internet. There was no social media. We get so caught up into trying to please living our life for someone else. I mean, really, when I get on the internet, I'm like, damn, I'm broke. I see women with all these Hermes bags and all these shoes, and they on private planes, and they got G-Wagons, and they got Range Rovers, and I was like, well, damn, my life sucks.
FOMO, that's what they selling to these girls, man. Fear of missing out. But in reality, like them, we know what them type of girls for.
Yeah.
So you basically, I should go get some weak shit, right? Like a cool 6, 7.
Get you a solid.
Get a solid 7 with some good, and handle it like that.
Them the one, probably more.
I want better looking babies,
but them the ones that probably got a lot of tread on the tire.
Yeah.
The more you go up to 8, 9, 10,
it don't be as good as that mid. You can get some good mid. I'm talking about
man. See, you gonna get me in trouble, man.
Man, me too. Let's get off them women, man.
Yeah. So after your parents divorced, your mom ends up getting the home. Your dad ends up moving into one of the apartments in the city. So now, where you was having to, get back to the city.
Right.
You're in the city.
I'm in it.
You're right there, smack dab. Is that kind of when you kind of just like?
Yeah. I wasn't getting no crack in the suburbs. It was like, it made like, okay, so if I'm trying to appease to all these different rappers, I'm trying to get a record deal, that the goal at that time was to get signed by a Jay-Z or DMX or somebody in that Rough Riders or these type of lanes. So I'm talking about I was Pablo Escobar on my raps at 13. I got bricks and this and that and blah, 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 blah. I wasn't talking about, I was like bad Bow Wow.
Right.
Me and Bow Wow had beef at the time. When I first got a record deal, I was bad Bow Wow.
Right.
And he was Bow Wow. He had Mickey Mouse chain.
Yeah.
I wasn't on that. Like I had guns and Mickey Mouse. You know what I'm saying? I'm shooting at Mickey Mouse. I'm doing all type of shit like that. So it really was like, I had to be authentic in my mind, I thought I had to be, but now that I'm older right now, I know that it was all bullshit. But it was it was authenticity. And I think it bled through the music when I was actually doing it, when you actually taking them risks, when you actually living like that, it adds a little edge to you. It adds, and not only that, the guys that I got my deal with and that took me to these places to get seen by these people, they were the biggest drug dealers in Chicago.
Damn.
Yeah, like these guys, like they had it all. And like we had a building on Halsted, 72nd and Halsted, that the guy had owned, and they transitioned into a music studio. So that's why I also didn't go home too, because he had a studio with the basement. And I'm talking about, like, they laid everything out for me. Now, mind you, back then, Shannon, I was young. I'm talking about selling crack. I ain't got no pussy yet. I was a straight virgin. I ain't went through puberty yet. I'm talking about bald eagle.
I mean, hold on. You you selling drugs, and that's the whole party. You supposed to have the women.
Bro, listen. Let me tell you the crazy shit. I lost my virginity to 2 prostitutes.
Damn.
So like I'm around these guys.
Well, they hooked you up. See, they had you. They were doing somersaults on you. You like, it's like this all the time.
I never forget it. One of the girls, it was Strawberry, and damn, I forget the other girl name. And I ain't gonna lie, they threw me in a room. It reminded me of like Lil Wayne, how he say he lost his virginity. He said Birdman was like, "Hey, go suck Lil Wayne dick." And just sit the old woman there. I was literally like 14. These girls had to be like 25, 26, 27, and they sent them in there, and they went and had their way with me.
You ain't try to stop him though, huh?
Hell no. Why you think I ain't want to go home, boy? We smoking weed, we drinking. These girls taking advantage of me, man. I'm thinking I'm living a life. I'm a rapper. I'm a real rapper.
Right. So you like, oh, so this way, I mean, drugs, alcohol, women. Mm-hmm. This the trifecta. I hit it.
Yo, bro, I started off with smoking, drinking. I think I was drinking and smoking by 11.
Damn.
I think I took my first ecstasy pill at 13. Like this Chicago, you in it like that. Like this is just normal. This is a normal life. Like, so when you see like a G Herbo and like how we talking about, boy, this shit normal. Like this overly normal for what's going on in the city. For real, for real.
Did the streets give you the attention that your parents, mom, dad didn't give you? Because it seemed like your dad tried to give you everything that he wanted.
He did.
Everything that you wanted,
he did.
Your dad tried to give it. But that was just, and like you said, you had a trust fund. Mm-hmm. Your mom, your dad had buildings. Your mom was gainfully employed. Mm-hmm. You had everything. There was no reason for you to dart down the path, although it turned out very well for you, to go down the path that you went down. Was it attention that you were seeking? What was it about the street that called you, that got its hooks in you, and you just couldn't shake until you got older?
The streets came with the music. So it was always the music. Music was number one.
Okay.
The streets just came with the music because the funding for the music came for the streets.
Okay.
So it was just a part of it was just one hand wash the other type of situation. So I wasn't searching for attention from the streets. I was searching for validation for how good I knew I was. Right. Like I'm really him. Mm-hmm. I'm one of them. I'm better than Bow Wow. I'm bad Bow Wow.
Right.
That was like my whole little scheme at that moment.
You mentioned that your mom basically had you kidnapped and sent to a boarding school.
Correct.
And you go to this school. So what's a typical day like?
At the school?
At the school.
Boom.
You wake up at what time?
Probably like 6.
Okay.
You freshen up, hit the workout, go eat breakfast. Now, breakfast, depending on what level you at, how your breakfast look. If you at level 1, it's just that oatmeal, 1 boiled egg, and go on about your way.
That's it?
That's it. No sugar in the oatmeal, no butter, no brown sugar, no nothing. Just the lumped up and an egg. That's level 1.
And water to drink. Did you get milk or orange juice?
Nah, hell no, water.
Okay.
Level 3?
Yeah.
That motherfucker jazzed up, raisins, walnuts, motherfucking brown sugar, you get the salt and pepper for your egg or whatever, you get that. Boom. Then you go to school. So mind you in school, say you catting off in school and you messing up in school. They send you to this place called worksheets. Worksheets is like detention for the school. So you gotta go in there, sit on a wooden plank or whatever, like, and just sit there and just stare at the wall for 5 hours. If your head move in the slightest form from that shit, violation. 5 more hours. So you keep sitting there. So now you act up in there, they send you to this shit called the Hobbit. The Hobbit different. The Hobbit is like a hotel for some bullshit. Like you gonna stay there. You don't even go back to your own camp or whatever.
Right.
They send you to the Hobbit. This what your meals is in the Hobbit. So boom, it's literally a wooden board with some carpet on top of it. That's your bed. Your breakfast is a piece of bread and a slice of cheese. Your lunch is
Hold on, a piece of bread and a slice of cheese.
mind you, your parents paying $5,000 per month for you to be in this program. Like maybe 10. I think it was like 10. They spent my whole advance for me to be in this program. Like for them people to come kidnap me or whatever, I think that shit cost like $7,500 for them to wake. Bro, they got a shit on Netflix. There's a whole documentary about this shit. Like niggas come wake you up out your sleep and just come kidnap you out your house. So boom, you in a Hobbit. Lunch is a lima bean burrito. So it's just a tortilla with lima beans inside of it.
Ain't no meat or nothing.
And dinner, you go back to that slice of bread and that cheese. Now you act up at the Hobbit, that's when they ship your ass to Jamaica. And that's how I went. That was how my stay was.
Damn, you was on one.
I was signed. I was an artist. Like, look, this how the mind games they play with you, right?
No,
So,
you was an artist outside of there. You're not an artist in there.
yeah, I was an inmate damn near. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, that shit was worse than juvenile hall. Like, and all the other shit. Like,
It's
I
worse
went to
than juvie?
juvie. It was worse than juvie. They play mind games with you in there, Shannon.
Damn.
And look, while you in there, they telling you how much of a piece of shit you are for the shit you did. And then while your parents got you in there, they got seminars happening that your parents fly to where they got other parents that got success stories or that they got in pocket to say, no, this is the best thing for your kid. This is the success. Blah, blah. Meanwhile, they up there raping, they up there doing all type of shit. It's just a sick place, bro.
So they telling but they ain't nobody telling your parents about the horror stories that your kids are doing. They just tell them the great side of it.
Bro, they think that we walking, holding hands, kumbaya and all this other shit and all in there killing themselves, gang.
Wow. You signed the DMX at what, 13, 14?
Mm-hmm.
How did that situation happen?
Wow. So, damn, this is a crazy story. So at that time, like I told you, I had the street dudes that was taking care of everything or whatever. We go to LA, a trunk of the King Von entourage of us. It's 20 of us, 25 of us, all street dudes. So we go out there, and there's a guy. His name was Joe Exclusive. He a gay guy. He is a stylist that this dude named D1, who was a part of the label, had connects with. So him being a stylist, he was at a bunch of different places. So we got invited to what these want from a video shoot for DMX.
Right.
So we go to the Paramount Loud. I'm there, vibing. I ain't gonna lie. At that time, I'm like 4'4", Shannon. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
damn.
I told you I ain't went through puberty yet. I had all the bricks. I ain't went through puberty yet, nigga. I'm like 4'4".
Okay.
So we on set, and I never forget this. DMX walked up to me like, "Hey, yo, Shorty, I'm gonna go do this real quick. I'll be right back." And he opened up his hand. He had a bunch of weed in it. You know what I'm saying? He like, "Yo, I'm finna go smoke pretty much and come back." So boom, he go smoke. They send me in a trailer, and they like, "Yo, rap for him." So at that time, I thought my fly as shit was like some Chicago shit. So I was thinking, I don't know if in the film with the sense, smoke offense to the hemp, y'all better repent. Cause the fast twister type
yeah.
flow or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He like, I don't know what the you just said. You got another one? So I do another one for him, and the whole trailer go crazy. Aaliyah in the trailer, all these different people, whatever. Now, mind you, I'm 4'4",
right?
So I'm really a kid. Like it don't look like I look younger than I really am.
Right.
So from there, we lead a video shoot. That next day, I'm on top of the world. I'm super excited about it. I come back to the video the next day because this is a 3-day video shoot. Hype Williams just shot the video. It's that type of budget.
Okay.
So we at day 2 now. He told me come back. I come back. He playing my demo out his trailer, blasting my shit. Soon as I walk, like a movie, like when I get to the set, my shit playing out his trailer now. He going crazy. He like, "Shorty, I'm gonna sign you. Not gonna be fast, but I'm gonna sign you." That time, shit, we had Jay-Z, we had all these different people, but I never forget DMX was my favorite artist. It's the same year that he dropped the 2 albums, Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood, and then the other, and then that was X. I think they both dropped in the same year. So at that point, like that was like the year before I met him. For Christmas, I asked my dad for DMX CD. And then that following spring, I'm at the trailer with him, and he playing my shit out his trailer. So he ended up doing that, ended up signing me, and that was the turn of our relationship.
If you could do it over, is there anything you would do differently about that situation?
Yeah, multiple things. I wouldn't have let that gun go off in that house that he got me, that beautiful townhouse. And then deeper than that, I would have just understood what he was going through. I didn't know what he was going through or what demons he was fighting or what his battles was at the time. So I always was upset because I felt like I could have got more attention or we could have been doing more different things, but it's so hard to be the guy and then to try to put other people on. So in my career, that's what I always wanted to do. I wanted to have attention to the people that are actually working with me to make sure they got what they supposed to get out the situation. But I done had to yo, Shannon, I ain't gonna lie, DMX movie. He's like one of the most interesting guys I ever met. Like, I'll never forget, we in Toronto, Canada. We staying at the Sutton Place Hotel. Remember I told you I lost my virginity to
prostitutes.
He took my first piece of too.
Oh, you supposed to get something.
Man, listen. So
come on, man.
Listen. We in Toronto, right? And DMX love pool. Man, love pool halls and shit like that. So I mind you, they got me in a club with a pool hall, but DMX at that time, he had police following him around in Toronto. He was like the mayor of Toronto. Like, I seen that send the police to the hotel to go get a pound of weed for him. Squad car police.
Damn.
Yeah, like he was having his way. So we in a pool hall. I'll never forget it, man. Like, it's a bunch of groupies around, you know what I'm saying? I'm the young guy, whatever. So, like, I got me a girl. I'm vibing with her. And then I'm in the, like, it's time to go. So, like, I'm in with the entourage. He in the front, you know what I'm saying? His car. I'm in the back in the truck with the entourage. I got the girl with me. We get to the hotel. They like, send a dog up first. The dog got to go up first. So he go to his room first. We all still waiting on in the cars to get out. So I get out. His room, he got the presidential suite. I probably got the room right next to the nigga, girl. I ain't gonna lie. So we get there. I got the girl with me. I've been making out with the girl in the car.
Oh, you're like, I'm about to do that.
Yeah. Boy, I got up to that damn room and put my key. It's like a dog for real, though. Rest in peace, X. He was like a bloodhound, bro. I'm talking about I was putting my key in the door. His door swing open. He like, yo, shorty, what you doing? And who is that? And then she like, hey, da. He like, hey, yo, ma, I think you left your purse in my room. Mind you, we ain't
been upstairs.
Brother.
Hit, I know you ain't falling for the okie doke.
Yeah, I did. Shit, I DMX. She left. She left with that. I went back in my room. I had to wait for the prostitutes.
Man.
DMX, one of the best people ever, and he got that too. He told me the next morning, like, yeah, I handled that for you.
Nah, I could have done that, bro. I had that under control.
I thought, let me give you one more about X, man. Yo, so look, we in the studio. He making a song called Do You with Irv Gotti. Rest in peace to Irv Gotti. We all in the studio. We in Toronto. We doing a song. At that point, Shay, I ain't gonna lie, I saw X. He used to do the Remy Martin VSOP, the Grand Crew.
Yeah.
So he drank 2/5 by himself.
And was still able to stand up, walk around.
Recorded the song, did whatever, 2/5 by himself. We leave. His wife at the time, I think, was with us. Shout out to my brother Ali. It was a bunch of us or whatever. I'm riding the car with him. Boy, we get to the car. He must have left something in the car. The key to the car in the studio. Let me tell you this shit, man. Like, no, for real? All right, whatever. He lay on the ground like a dog and start crying like a dog. And he fell asleep on the concrete in the street by the Benz.
What?
And you know the rule, right? Don't nobody wake the dog while he sleep. So now we just sitting out there by a Benz while this cry like a dog and go to sleep for 4 hours. You can't wake the dog while he sleep.
Lord have mercy.
I'm keeping it 100, keeping it a brick with you. You can't wake the dog while he sleep. You lose your job waking the dog while he sleep, Shannon.
So y'all just standing around this man laying on the concrete.
Yep. Dead ass. I'm not lying. He's laying in the middle of the street. Police with us, the whole thing, bro. Hours. That's how big he was. Wow. It was colossal.
It's hard to believe that in the late 90s, there was any rapper in the world bigger than X.
I'm almost in full belief in Jay-Z, my favorite rapper all the time, but I think DMX was bigger than Jay-Z at that point.
Oh, I believe it. I can believe it. If you're talking about the late 90s, early 2000s, like 90, 98, 97, 98, 2000, 2001, yeah, absolutely.
Unbelievable times, man, for real, for real.
God, So let me ask you this. How did you get out of the boarding school? So you must have behaved at some point in time, or you just got too treacherous. They like, we can't do nothing with this.
Hell no. You know what happened. My daddy and my mama having a little turmoil that's going on, and I don't know what they was going through or what landed on his heart, but that man drove up there, got on a flight, got a rental car, and came to Thompson Falls, Montana, and came and got me out that program after probably like 10 months.
Did you ever call and say, Dad, this place ain't for me?
Ain't no phone.
So there's no contact with the outside world.
Ain't no phone, ain't no newspaper, ain't no TV, ain't no nothing. I ain't know nothing happened. I just told you 9/11 happened, and I ain't even know it happened.
Wow.
Yeah, you cut off from the world completely.
So it had to be something on your daddy's heart.
Man,
that he took a flight and drove up there and said, I'm going to get my son.
And when we riding, he telling me, like, man, you know, I know you love this music shit. Like, I know you can't really, like, you were wrong, but I think you had enough. Like, you don't deserve, like, you did a lot of accomplishments to get to this level. You did a lot of bad, but you did some good at the same time. And the first thing we did, we went to Target. I got that Jay-Z Blueprint. I got that Nas I Am album. And then I was off to the races from there.
So where did you go after he comes and gets you and you get on a flight and you fly back? So where did you go?
I moved in his house.
So you moved with him back in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
So how did you end up in LA?
All right, so I'm living with him in Chicago. He starts paying for studio time for me and helping me develop my shit, and then I become Shauna hype man.
Okay.
So at that time, like, one of my friends who lived in LA, he was like a serious weed man, and he started sending up me and my peoples like 100 pounds of weed every week.
So you got to break that down and get off it.
Yeah, I was going, breaking it down, getting money, being in the streets or whatever, doing whatever, getting my little money. I became Shauna hype man. I went around the country with her because she had getting some head at that time. She was with DTP, with Ludacris and all that.
Okay, yep.
So her career going crazier and crazier. And then from there, I ended up meeting Troy Carter and Jay Irvin because I knew Eve from DMX.
Okay.
So Eve was like a big sister to me, and Troy Carter and Jay Irvin was Eve managers at the time. They ended up meeting me, taking a liking to me, and they moved me to LA.
So you moved to LA.
Mm-hmm.
You ended up moving in with Eve.
Yeah, to a certain degree for sure. I used to I ain't gonna lie, like I had my spot, but then when shit got bad and I wasn't getting no money, I used to live at the UPN lot. Remember Eve had that TV show on UPN?
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to sleep in her dressing room or whatever. They used to have to come wake me up before shit. I used to sleep on the lot.
Damn.
Trying to make this shit happen, man. Eve was so good to me. Salute to Eve.
But she changed your name to Young Berg.
Yeah. My name was Iceberg. Like, I used to wear a lot of Iceberg clothing line back in the day or whatever, so my name was Iceberg. And this around the time when, like, everything was young. Young Hove, young this, that. She was like, she called me Young Berg, and that's how my whole name changed.
And it stuck.
Yeah.
So how much did you write on her album? Did she let you let her write on the album?
For sure. Her last album that she dropped was called Evolution. I ended up writing the title track with her or whatever. I did the hook on that, and that was like my first real writing placement in a game as someone that was like writing for another artist. She was so graceful to allow me to go in the studio. Salute to Teflon who made the beat, her, and I ended up writing the hook, and she kept my vocals on it, and that was just like the start of everything. I'm like, oh shit, like.
So prior to that, you had only wrote for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And so, because who was I talking to? I had Snoop Dogg early on Club Shay Shay. And Hove wrote Still Dre.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, Snoop, how does someone write a song for someone else and it sounds just like Dre actually wrote that song, It's Still Dre Day?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, how did he do that? He's like, you just have to be the person, know what he sounds like. Mm-hmm. So you had been around Eve enough to kind of knew how she would sound, the words that she would use, because that's, when you do stuff like that, you have to be able to really, you become Eve to an extent when you actually write this vocal.
See, and I was little bro too, and she gave me an opportunity. So
yes.
I didn't come into it knowing that I would even have that opportunity. I was just little bro who she believed in and she allowed to be around. And then when they gave me that alley-oop, and with me being around her, I'm like, man, I can't drop the ball on this.
Right.
And she ended up loving it. Like, I was super surprised that she even ended up loving it, because I went, and what's crazy is, like, it was the same process. I went in there, had some drinks, smoked some weed, got in the booth, did the hook immediately or whatever. She came in, she loved it, she redid the hook, and then shit, it was on the album.
She's married now. I think she has a kid.
She up.
Oh yeah. She leveled up.
I don't even think she remember me no more.
Do you see her rapping again?
Hell no. You see me rapping again, I catch a beat? Hell no.
You done if you get a beat.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Shannon. I think I'm at a place where I'm comfortable now where I can be done. I don't even have to do anything.
Oh, you gonna pull a hole?
I could stop doing anything, but to me it's like the job not done yet. I gotta make some more people millionaires. Like I gotta put some more people in position. I think that's really like my whole. You ever realize that you really just blessed to be a blessing?
Yes.
And I just that's my whole forte right now.
Right. One of your biggest songs early in your career was "Sexy Can I" with Ray J. When you're writing that, when you're in the studio with Ray J, do you have any idea that this record's gonna take off?
Fuck no.
Do you ever have an idea? Like when you? I
hated it.
Why?
So at that time, my first hit was called Sexy Lady, right? And then I had another song called The Business with my artist, and I was really trying to build my label too, you know what I'm saying? Right. So my artist was on the song, and that song is still a cult classic. It's multi-platinum to this day too. But I wanted to go to that song next. Right. But the head of my company, salute to Charlie Walk, he was the head of Epic Records at the time, and I'll never forget it, man. I wouldn't do that damn song. Ray J and them, they kept asking, I wouldn't do the song. And I come inside this man's office, and this man got to be about 5'3", and he tap dancing on this piano to the song "Sexy Can I." I think he on coke too. I ain't know what was going on. Like he give you that little vibe too. And he like, yo, it's gonna be the biggest song of your career. I'm like, what? Nah, hell no. I'm like, bro, I'm gonna be the sexiest man in the world. My single out right now on Hot 100 is Sexy Lady. Now I'm coming with Sexy Can I? What the hell name my album? I'm Too Sexy? Like, nah, like, yo, bro, like, I wanna go to this next song. He like, it's gonna be the biggest song of your career. He like, what's it gonna take for you to do the song? I'm like, man, buy me a chain, man. Call Jason of Beverly Hills, man. Give me an Epic Records chain. Show me how serious you are about this record. I'll get you. I'll get you good.
So that's what you tell Ray J?
No, I told this to Charlie Walk, the president of the company that we signed to.
Yes.
So he like, I bet. Call him up. He buy the chain. So I'm like, oh, it's getting made? Oh, I bet. Say less. I'll end up doing a song in Miami at the same studio that I work out at right now. Wow. Yep. Called Circle House. Salute to BB, his father. You know, that studio is so legendary. You have a Cops, Bad Boys, Bad Boy. Inner Circle is their studio. The people that sing the song, that did that. So it's a legendary studio. So I ended up doing a song there. And then from there, it was like, all right, man, I think this is going to be something. And I think that when I knew it was going to be really good is came back out to LA to finish the song with Ray J. And it's me in the studio. Tierra Marie is with Ray J. That's his girlfriend at the time. I ain't even know it was Tierra Marie. I thought she was a bad chick because I didn't know what was going on. And I had the girl that sang the hook on my song that was my artist who I was also dating at the time too. I'll never forget this session, Shannon. We coming there. He in there, he got a gun on the table. I'm like, what is Ray J on right now? Like I'm thinking Ray J, come on, bro. He got a gun. He had just did his deal with Vivid for Kim Kardashian for the porno deal that they ended up doing. He like, man, you know, I'm in my vibe right now, Berg. Like, I don't even want to I don't want to disrespect your woman. Can I put these on? And he put on he showed me a bunch of like Vivid DVDs of porn. Yeah. So he want to watch porn while we doing the song. What? Yeah, on the big screen, he won't porn.
You say, nah, I'm good, cuz.
It was his session. I'm like, you do the you want to do. It's your session. I don't know what you. I'm coming in.
I don't know what you want, but okay, go ahead.
Boy, he playing that shit. So we finishing the song. I'm doing like ad-libs on the song and finishing the song. We putting the final touches on together. He like, let me go in the booth one more time, man. I got to do it one more time. So he go in there. He hitting his note. He like, can I just have some fun? And he going off with it. I'm like, what is this doing? Tierra Marie like, boy, if you don't shut your ass up with this bullshit. She in a control room with me. She clowning him. He like, girl, this is my Stevie. This is my Stevie Wonder. I'm trying to hit my Stevie at the end. She like, yo, Stevie. And then from there, song came out, and I'll never forget it, man. That shit skyrocketed as soon as it dropped. I don't know how it happened, a perfect storm of situations, but it skyrocketed as soon as it dropped. And then, I mean, the video shoot is a whole nother different story. You know I went to jail on the set of the video, right?
How?
We there. First shot of the day. I'm smoking a blunt or whatever. We got police securing us on the set. I hit the blunt. I throw a roach out. Police come. He must have been having a bad day. He picked up that roach, smelt it. He said, "Is he a lead guy, principal on this video?" They said, "Yeah." Not today. Locked me up in Miami. The first shot of the video, put the cuffs on me, took me to jail in Dade County. So now I'm in jail. I'm like, damn, this shit is crazy. I'm freezing though. Like I think I had like a tank top on. You know, they throw you in that jail, boy, cold as hell. I'm in that freeze and they try to give me bologna sandwich. They don't know I ain't never had a sandwich before in my life. I'm like, hey, yo, these niggas is tripping. I'm trying to get out. Next thing I know, probably like 6 hours later, they like, Ward, you can get up out of here now. Guess who bailed me out of jail?
Who?
Shaquille O'Neal.
You lying.
On everything. Shaquille O'Neal and Ray J had a partnership for Sexy Can I with that record. Shaq, it was on Shaq record label. Shaq came and bailed me out of jail.
Wow.
And that's how I get back to the video set to complete the video. You wouldn't even know it because the video tricks of the and the editing, but like, bro, like I was gone. It was nighttime by the time I got back to the video. I got back, filmed the video, and then it became a success.
Prior to this song, had you ever met Ray J before?
Once or twice. And I was just like, not like as a friend or nothing like that. I was a fan of his album with One Wish on it or whatever. And then not only that, he was Ray J. He was hitting everybody. So I'm like, yo, this my kind of guy.
Yeah.
This nigga gotta be around me. I gotta get some of this fruits of his. Like, what's up, man? What we doing? And that's how we linked.
Did you know Ray J was this crazy?
Mm-hmm.
He always been like this?
Mm-hmm. Let me tell you something, Shay. Once Sexy Can I took off, rest in peace, him and Whitney Houston they were a thing. They were a couple. And that's when I knew he was crazy. Wow. And when I say crazy, not in a bad way, but like, look, we in your stomping ground. So Sexy Can I going crazy. We in Atlanta. And Ray like, man, I got a surprise tonight, boy. You gonna love this. I'm like, what? He like, you gonna love it. Next thing I know, we at the hotel, Whitney with Ray. So he like, Whitney coming to Compound with us tonight. We got to show at Compound. He like, Whitney coming with us to Compound. We finna go crazy. I'm like, what?
Yeah, what?
Bro, you're not, this shit is a movie. So we get in the SUV. Ray J sitting like in the back. Whitney sitting right here. I'm sitting right here. So we get to Compound. Now, Whitney's a real, like for real. Like, we ain't got no liquor. She like, send them niggas in there. Go get me some Patron. They come out with the gallon of Patron. Me and Whitney drinking out the Patron, 2 hands, drinking out the bottle like this, chain smoking cigarettes together, talking shit, blah, blah, blah. Wow. And she went in there and she supported us while we was in there on stage. Whitney Houston was on stage with us in Compound while we did the record. Wow. It's pictures of it and all type of shit on the internet and this, that, and the third. But here go the craziest part. We get back to the hotel, Shay. I ain't trying to blast it up or whatever. So, you know, Ray J a dog. So we left Compound.
I know he.
Listen to me. We left Compound. So now he like, how many extra rooms you got? Because you know how you moving. Like you got a room for this, that, and the third. Yeah. Some couple of my peoples that left. I got a couple of them, shit, whatever. He like, let me get that extra room. I'm like, all right, bet. So I give him the key. So now I'm looking for him or whatever. I go to his room. Boy, I go in a room. It's like a suite, walk around, boom, boom, boom. You know, Whitney getting undressed in a room, in Ray J room. She's like, get out of here, young Berg. I'm like, oh, shit. Me up, man, because Ray J was down the hall with one of my little joints. You got to get him. You had him on here?
I have.
Oh, boy.
I sure wish we knew this story.
Yeah, we different.
Where to see Whitney, and I'm not saying she's a top 3 voice.
Yeah, you are. You are.
Woman's voice all time, and I'm not saying she 2 or 3. Mm-hmm. Were you in awe when you said, man, this is Whitney Houston?
Hell yeah.
This is Whitney Mofo Houston.
Hell yeah. She had that glow, bro. She had that aura. You know how people talk about aura right now and all that other stuff? Like, she had it. But you want to know what it was? It was very rich, though. Like, I thought it was like, you know how you watch Whitney and it's like, yo, you thinking like, and I will always love you.
Yeah, you're all glammed up and she got the gown on and everything.
Whitney gonna let you know she from Newark. Don't play. Rest in peace. No cap.
So when you're in jail and they say, Howard, you good to go. Okay, you know you getting up out of there. Did you have any idea that it was gonna be Shaq that came and got you up out of there?
Hell no.
Because did you know that Ray J was like on his label, anything?
Yeah, I knew, but who really thinking about it at the time? This was the time when he was with the Heat and he was a sheriff or whatever. Yeah. So who really thinking that was the case? Like he ended up being at the video later that night and all that other stuff too or whatever. So we able to put all the pieces together. But it was the first shot of it. I ain't never met Shaq before in my life.
Wow. So when you got in the car, what did Shaq say to you?
Come on, little man.
I'm just playing.
Nah, man. Salute to Shaq.
Was that the only time that have you ever had any other interaction with Shaq after that point?
Hell no. He just deal with all the same women that I deal with.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
That boy Shaq a savage.
Yeah, let's go ahead on. We're gonna move on. We gonna move on. We don't need to talk about that. But recently, Ray J said that his heart is only functioning at 25%, and he doesn't have much time. I think I read where he said 2027, he definitely gonna be out of here. When you hear stuff like that, it's hard. Don't tell me you finna call Ray J.
I would love to, yeah. But look, I'm gonna show you what I said, because I can't. I gotta be. Look at my last text to him.
Okay, I'm done, Craig. I can't pay this officially.
All the way at the bottom, the last thing I said.
You trolling.
Yeah, with the question mark. I don't know what you doing. You trolling, gang? Like, what's up? Are you trolling?
Yeah, okay, I'm done. Crash Out campaign is officially a wrap after today. Just one more. After today, it's over. You at 1:40 p.m. You trolling?
Yeah, bro. That's really my brother, Shay. So it's like, I don't know. But I mean, if that is the case, like, man, I don't like it, and I'm gonna be right there for him, whatever I could do. And cause he changed my life. That's a 10 million seller.
Wow. What was it like being a teen star? You get in this business, you're 14 years of age, and you start ascending right away. And you have access. You're around DMX. You're around Eve. You with Ray J, and Shaq come bail you out of jail. So you're around some of the biggest musical artists in the game. What's that like for you?
I don't know. I was wild. I was even wilder than I was as a kid. I used to wake up every day and pop ecstasy, just be wilding, just like a terror, just like a bad person.
Do you remember a whole lot about that?
Hell yeah. Every moment of it. Like, them was some of the greatest times of my life. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I don't shy away from that. And I blame Ja Rule and all them for that, for me doing ecstasy and all that other stuff. Because you got to remember, I was at the Murder Inc. mansion at the heyday of when they was doing all that type of stuff or whatever. And when I seen Ja Rule take an ecstasy and make them type of songs, I said, that's where I'm going.
That's what you doing.
And I went.
I don't really know how to ask this question.
You ask it.
But you said it. You said there were times when you were on the Scream tour that mothers would hand deliver their daughters.
Correct. See, Shannon, this pre-Instagram, we were wilding.
Yeah.
Like, I would go to the radio station with my people and be like, call it 99. You know how everybody on the shit. We at Hot 97. Yo, we in New York. Ain't no Instagram. 310-253. Call my man right now. We finna go there. Meet us at the. We were wilding out like on a whole nother level. So I've definitely like been hand delivered like a woman. Like, yo, like, this is my daughter. I think she's a great look for you. I think I see where you going. Would you mind like taking her home with you tonight?
A mother giving you.
That's why I said I'm damaged, because I seen the money outlook early when I was still pure. When I wanted that real love and that real connection or whatever, I seen the motives. So it's like, and I wasn't even as rich as I am now. And that was crazy.
Can you let your guard down? After think about it. Here you are, you say you're about to be 40. You got in the game, so you've been in this thing for a quarter century, and you've seen it all, done it all, heard it all. Is there any way he can let his guard down and say, baby, I trust you, and let somebody get that close to you?
Yeah, it's coming soon, but I think the the situation just has to be so beautiful, or it either has to be so left field, or it has to be so in my field that we both. This what the real. Damn. Nobody want to say this. Settling down is a very, like, to women or to other people, has a bad connotation on it.
Because you think about it, settling. Nobody wants to settle.
We gonna have to.
Yeah.
It might not be as dramatic or as drastic as someone thinking that, oh, you're gonna have to deal with a man having 20 kids behind your back or whatever. You settling in some degree.
Right.
Here's an example. Sexually, I could be overly satisfied and I could be not satisfied in another dynamic of what she might can't cook.
Right.
I'm settling.
Right.
The woman settling too. She might want a man that can just go to work 9 to 5, come home to her, give her all the attention that she want, and be there for her.
Right.
If she deal with me, she's settling. If that's what her vision is.
Correct.
So I think that us as men and women, we got to come to the table and say, yo, I'm comfortable with settling down.
Yeah.
I'm going to settle it some way.
But here, you do realize that you're never going to find a woman that have every attributes that you're looking for. She's 5'10", she has this here, she has hair, she has a job, she's built like an Athenian goddess. Mm-hmm. You're never gonna can cook, she's educated, she's well-versed. You're not gonna find somebody that has everything that she's gonna wait on you, your beck and call, because you gotta realize if she got her own career, because now you're going to ask her, because she's going to ask you to do a little sacrificing, because two people can't sacrifice in a relationship, because somebody's going to go to hell.
If I don't find it in the next 2-3 years, I got a lot of faith in Elon, how he making them robots. That my budget going to be able to get it, and it's going to be able to do whatever.
But don't you want somebody to come? Don't you want somebody, honey, I'm home. Hey, honey, how was your day? When you're having a bad day, like, hey, you just couldn't get that beat like you wanted it, and you got somebody that even that you haven't told her that something's going on bad, she knows you.
I do. I want that. I think I want the kid dynamic more than anything, though. I would love to see like a little me, you know what I'm saying, pop out or whatever. And I just think that like we said, like I ain't like the women's situation is just all feelings based. I've been in situations with great women where they've allowed their feelings to outshine what the big picture is, and it started, you know what I'm saying, and shit then spiraled out into another different direction. So to me, it's like, man, I'm trying, or them robots coming.
Hey, you do realize now if you get one, I mean, I guess there could, but I'm assuming that if you waited this long, you're gonna be. You like basketball, 1-on-1.
Wait, what?
I mean, you get this one, huh? No. Oh, here, come on.
You think that's realistic for me to tell a woman that I'm only gonna deal with her for the rest of my life as an OG?
So you don't believe in monogamy, or you don't believe in it for you?
I believe in respect.
How you respect her?
What you don't know on her. As long as I'm doing what I'm moving the way I'm supposed to move, and I'm moving very tactical, and you don't see nothing. I ain't in no blogs. It ain't nobody pressuring coming to you as a woman.
So you try to move like Delta Force, like they went in over there and got what you call them, huh?
I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to tell you. That's the only way to move, though. Like it's certain cheaters. It's the cheater that just don't care.
Right. He reckless, careless with it.
It's the cheater the double life cheater, the nigga that's spending the money, that's putting somebody up and this, that, and the third. I think that cheater hurt more to your woman anyways, because when these women find out you allocating that money and
she got Birkins and got an apartment and got a G-Wagon, a Range.
But don't nobody see the phone messed it up, because I think that when men initially start doing that, they were paying for privacy. Like, I'm gonna give you some money for you, shut up. It's for my wife not to know about it, or for this not to be a thing. So I think that hurts more. And then there's the cheater, that the passport bro cheater, the guy that's in Bali with
the Maldives,
with some tens, and you don't know what's going on.
Well, with some tens, I thought it was just one. I thought it was gonna be your wife, your girl, and.
You think I'm going to Amalfi Coast with one woman?
I would, that's what I was thinking. That came to my head.
No, it's a group trip.
Oh, you got the boys going with you, so you know.
Preferably not. Maybe like 1 or 2.
Oh my goodness, you must be on them Sparks.
Hell no, I'm on that. I'm in the Shay Shay. I'm on this little Portier.
You think women gonna sign up for that?
Hell yeah. You go, bro. You in sports, right? You are in sports.
Yeah.
You in entertainment now.
Yeah.
But let's take it off me and you. Let's just go ahead and just put a blanket statement. You think anybody in NBA is faithful?
I do.
The one that's been locked in that had enough. The Udonis Haslam.
Yeah. You need like about mine.
You think that homeboy that got Drea only dealing with that? Oh, what you feel about Drea? She 45.
I like Drea.
I like her too.
I don't, like I said, man, I don't really know. I'm mind my business.
See, me too.
I get 12 hours. I get 24 hours in a day. 12 hours, I mind my business. The other 12 hours, I stay out of everybody else's business. So I'm busy.
Right.
And people like, well, she's this, she's that, and that's a grown man. That man can vote. He can buy alcohol. He can rent a car. He can do all that stuff on his own. He know what he doing.
Well, I could look at how he move and can tell he ain't grown. Like he still got some growing up to do.
But we all been there.
Yeah, but he ain't ready.
Hey, I don't know. Drea, come sit down and talk to me about it.
Please come sit down. Put us all down too, man. We love you. You know what I'm saying? Respectfully.
Yeah, I mean, I don't look. I think
I guarantee he f***ing something other than her.
Man, don't say that here, cause I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know. I don't want to put that out there in the universe.
Man, is mad horny. You talking about do I got Roman sparks? Cause I'm about to be 40. That nigga don't need no sparks.
Nah, he don't need no spark.
He more mad horny.
Yeah, cause I remember when I was that age.
How many away games in a year?
41.
went 41-0. He lost one of them motherfuckers.
I hope, hey, bro, hey, I hope you, hey, Jayla, man, I hope you faithful to your girl, Dre. I hope I hope y'all good. I hope y'all locked in.
Me too, shit. It ain't got nothing to do with that. It ain't doing nothing for me. So I wish y'all the best.
Oh my goodness, you've been making money at for a long time, young age. What's one of your worst purchases?
I probably did it last year. I think I did about like 12 cars in 1 year.
12?
Yeah.
You one dude. Why you need 12? Here, why you need 12?
You know, I lived in LA, so I wasn't doing a lot of driving. Shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was more so like security picked me up, black truck, moved me around, this, that, and the third. When I got to Miami and they got the stand your ground law, you can have a firearm peacefully. And the way I move like a rich white man. I'm not around no like negativity and no functions. I just went overboard.
Hopefully you got rid of some of them.
Yeah.
So now you got like 2 or 3. 2 or 3 is a good number.
I got 3, but I'm thinking about the 4th one. Just because I never had it. I never had the Urus, the truck.
Okay.
So I wanted to try it. Right now I got the Spectra, I got the McLaren, and I got the Cybertruck.
You like the Cybertruck?
It's my trap car. You'd think I'm back in Chicago selling crack again in that motherfucker. I treat that shit like a Honda.
If you could do anything different with what would you do? I mean, would you have invested? I mean, your dad, why didn't you do you invest in your dad's real estate?
I'm up. Yeah, my dad been my business manager my whole time. My
career. Okay, so that's why y'all got 15 buildings.
Yeah, my dad been running my business since from the beginning.
Wow.
So he know what and that's one thing that I could tell people, man. Like that was just so beautiful for me because that might be a more important decision besides who you do have a baby with, who watch them finances.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So to have someone that really cared about me and my best interest, and that to know he got money,
yes,
and to know that I got his trust, his living trust in my email that say everything that he got come to me,
right?
How I'ma lose?
Because money change people. You can have an agreement, and the money start coming in more than what people thought. Now they're trying to conspire a way, try to find a way to get more of it. I don't know what I mean. And it's like, money is the root of all evil. And it used to be, well, the lack of money or the pursuit of money is the root of all evil.
Right.
But sometimes people have an absorbent amount of money and they still want more.
That's why I don't believe in all this love and all this other shit. It's bullshit, though. It's all feeling based, though. Because if I really love you, I want to see you be at the best, at your full potential. Like, I've been in relationships with people, public relationships or whatever, to where I'm not in them with right now. And, like, if I pull back from that, and even though I might have feelings, but if I genuinely love this person and someone else makes this person happy, you got to be happy about that.
Yes.
So I never understood the dynamic to where you don't want to be with me and you want to take from me in the process.
Yes.
You want to, but you know what it is, though.
What is it?
They know that's the only way it can hurt you.
Yeah.
All you could do, only thing you could do to hurt me is play with my career, get online and say some old shit, or play with the paper.
Mm-hmm.
They know that the feelings and all that other shit is real, genuine feelings from me, really there. So no matter how we fall out on a feeling base, I'ma still be able to rock with you unless you cross certain lines and boundaries that's uncrossable. But these ladies know they can't hurt you unless they doing that type of shit. And I just don't like that. I don't respect that.
Wow. How do you got your chain lifted up off you?
Yeah. That was a young type of vibe too.
You gave it up easy?
Hell no. I ain't never really talk about this in like a real detail, and I feel comfortable speaking with you about it. So back in the day, right? So I'm young Berg, boom. I got all this shit going on. I got the #1 record on radio. I got the biggest song or whatever. And I think one of the label reps hit me and said, like, yo, when you go to Detroit for Summer Jam, I'm headlining Summer Jam. They like, will you go to this club? They don't want to pay you, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a good look, it's a relationship. And I'm like, nah, I don't know. I ain't going. I ain't getting paid. I ain't going.
Right.
Whatever. So I go do the Summer Jam. And I get to the city. I never forget, I flew in on a private jet. I get there. I go to the hotel. This the night before Summer Jam. So, you know, it's that discernment and like making good decision shit we was talking about. I'm young. I'm thirsty. Where the hoes at? I'm in Detroit. Where they at? What's up? I'm in this hotel. I ain't really trying to be in. I ain't got no work out here. I ain't got no personal work.
Right.
I'm here for the Summer Jam. I'm the big dog. Where they at? So a guy that I was dealing with at the time had made a suggestion that we go to a certain spot. Like, yo, let's go here. Such and such gonna be here. This what it is, blah, blah, blah. So I'm like, I bet. Let's go. Now, I had this big dumbass chain, Shannon, like shit like this big. Transformer chain, crazy shit, and you go back to
ticket.
A little less.
Half a ticket.
No, less than that. See, when you get into the carats, then you go ticket.
Okay. Yeah,
I'm almost. When you add me up right now,
Jesus could have hung on one of them crosses right there, though.
I'm almost I gotta be at least 2 million if I'm just sitting here right now. But in reality, this is in the era of the big dumb stupid chains or whatever, not the super quality. Yeah. And so boom. I'm on a tour bus. I'm like, should I wear this chain? And I'm like, I had on purple or some shit like that. I'm like, nah, this match. I'm finna wear this shit. So we go in the club. I'm in there. Now I'm in the club and like I want the libations to start flowing or whatever.
Yeah.
These shout me out. They on the mic. I don't see no bottles show up or whatever. I'm just in a spot. So I go to the private room to where the owner or whatever was there, whoever runs the manager of the club. And I'm like, yo, like we really want some bottles for the club. We want some bottles in our section. I'll pay half or a discount. Like, what can we do? Cause I'm in the club, you know what I'm saying? Blah, blah, blah. And the dude was like, man, my partner say ain't no play for shit for y'all. I'm like, your partner? I'm like, huh? So now it started to click to me. This the same club that the label told me to go to that I said I wasn't gonna go to.
Oh, so they already so your agent probably told them that, and they feeling some type of way.
Oh my God, where they? So now I'm in the club, and I'm like, it's time to get the fuck up out of here. I know we just walked in, but it's time to get the fuck. I feel the energy shift.
Yep.
And just on some real, truthful, honest shit, like man, like the club security, whoever was involved into it, how the shit went, the club security ended up just having their way with us. It wasn't like no in the club, it wasn't no nothing.
It was them.
It was the club security. So at that point, when it was multiple big with security on their shirt doing whatever they was doing with me or whatever, I gave them the chain. And then from there, like that was kind of like, that was a wild one. That kind of like put a pause to kind of my rapping career. I was like the first that got robbed. Like I'm like the first Indian over the hill. Like for real, for real. Now they get robbed every day. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever. But at that point, this is like the height of World Star, Twitter, the beginning of all this shit. So like it kind of put me in a bad spot. And then shit, from there, I ain't gonna lie. I got up out of the city at that time because they really did a number on me or whatever. But I wish I'd have stayed all up and bruised up and performed for my fans. And I think the narrative would have went a little bit different. But I was listening to too many label executives and management at the time to basically be like, get out of there, don't talk to nobody, don't do nothing, blah, blah, blah. And then, you know, the narrative just, and everybody get to put their spin on it instead of me jumping out and saying, yo, this what happened, this one ain't happened, this one happened. That's why I can't with Tory Lanez. I love Tory Lanez, but I can't. Because if he ain't do none of that shit, the first thing he should have been doing, street credibility. Yo, this ain't happened, that ain't happened. That's why you can't condemn Meg and none of this shit. That's why I don't want to hear no bad talk about that. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to get in front of that shit sometimes, especially on these levels, for real.
So what advice would you give young rappers? What is it about? What is it about taking a rapper's chain? What is it about that? Is that street cred? Like, oh, you came to my city, I jack your ish. What's that about?
I think back in the day it was, no, hell no. Just want to steal, bro. You already know, yeah, bro. People want what you got. Right. Like you a target. Nobody wants to have clarity on just how much of a target you are when you become in this. Like, bro, I can't move the same. No, I'm terrified everywhere. I'm on defense everywhere I go. You got to be. Anything happening, that situation you talking about is got to be almost. That was in 2008. It's 20. It's 18 years ago. So, but at the same token, some bullshit like that can happen 18 years ago. And you still be talking about it in a new interview. I done changed my name. I ain't even saying no more. Right. But it's still gonna come up. So in reality, bro, you gotta move tactical. You gotta be on defense at all times, for real. But I was young and dumb and didn't have the right guidance at that time. If I did, somebody would have told me, man, you know what? You stay here. I'm gonna go to the club. I'm gonna go get the girls. I'm gonna bring them back here. And then let's get some liquor in here. Let's get the vibes going in here. You vibe and do whatever you want to do.
How did Soulja Boy end up with the chain?
I have no clue.
Did you get it back?
I never wanted it. Once you get the chain, somebody robs you from the chain, you don't want it back. What
you got bad juju on it now.
Hell no. And then look, I really don't even have no beef with Soulja Boy. That's what's so funny. But you know, I guess he ended up getting it because he was on his clout chase and shit. He wanted to continue on with the shit. I was at, so he went and got it, and it never really even bothered me because it was kind of like, I don't even know Soulja Boy like that. Right. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't look at myself, me and Soulja Boy, at the same type of parallels as well either. Right.
But then we see PNB Rock end up losing his life for his chain.
Man, that one hurt me.
So now you like, hold on. Somebody that I worked with, he lost his life. I was in a very similar situation, and I could have easily lost my life. What goes through your mind now?
He lost his life by not trying to give it up. Get that shit up.
The only thing that can't be replaced is life.
Yo, that shit broke
chain, car, money, I can get all that back.
Yo, that PNB shit broke my heart, bro, because I know how much of a good man he was. Yeah. I know how much he cared about his daughter. I looked at all the success that we were having at that moment, and to me, it's all about, like I said, being on defense, and then it's the hood mentality. Everybody know you don't go to that Roscoe. Respectfully, you go to the one on Sunset and Gower.
Yeah.
If you going. If you're not going to do it, everybody know not to go to that Bossa Nova right there on Sunset. You order the one, or you go a little further down on Sunset or whatever. And everybody knows how to move out there. But I think that
DoorDash it.
Yeah, but you know what it is though. People feel like when they survive the trenches, coming to LA ain't shit. Well, it's palm trees, but that's the mentality though from a guy from Philly. You know what I'm saying? From Philly, like, man, like, come on, like this is easy work. But in reality, man, like, I'm so hurt by that one because, man, I love that guy, man, for real, for real.
You gotta get. Why'd you start rapping after only putting out one album?
Cause that the situation happened, the dynamics happened with the chain situation. It kind of was like, blackballed me for getting my shit took. I'm like, hell, I'm the victim.
You're right.
Yeah, how the
Right,
fuck, yeah,
right.
bro? Like, how y'all mad at me, nigga? Like, some niggas did some bullshit to me.
Right.
So that happened, and a lot of people didn't understand that I was writing and producing my records as an artist.
Right.
So I always knew, like, a salute to my brother Rob Holiday, who's here with me right now. He made all them records with me, Sexy Lady, The Business. Yeah, I told the man sitting to the left of us right now, bro, when I met him, this is the blessing that God got on my life and just this situation, bro. I ain't know that man. I heard a beat CD. I told him to drop out of school. He was in like a sophomore, junior high school. He dropped out of school and moved in the house with me. So it's just different situations. So at that point, being blackballed, kind of, I'm like, man, what can I fall back on? Like, all I know is music. My shit's still hot. They just don't want it from me.
Right.
So I decided at that point, I'm like, yo, I'm gonna just get behind the scenes and get on my producing shit. I wasn't even Hitmaker or nothing like that. I was just producing as Young Berg or whatever. And then one special day, I ain't gonna lie, I just went in the booth, and I cannot lie to you. I just was like, Hitmaker. I just said it before the song, and then it just clicked. God dropped that gem on me and got me out there.
It has been it.
What? My first one, I think I said Hitmaker. I was living in Miami at the time, and I was working out of studios, and I used to, like, bro, like, my whole process, I ain't had no, like, I had money, my parents had money, but they wasn't really with me like that.
Right.
I've been through so many different trials and tribulations. So at that point, like, all I could do was like get beats and write songs from my house. And just sit and write the song from my house and get me a fifth and just drink some Ciroc and write. Then go to the studio and dump my songs. And from there, that ended up leading me to be the guy named Jers, who's Vincent Herbert's cousin, who gave my song to Vincent Herbert. At that time, they had a TV show called Tamar and Vince. Mm-hmm. And Tamar and Vince ended up flying me to LA. And Vincent Herbert kind of put the battery in my back and gave me my first big placement. Again, I did a lot work on that Tamar Love and War album, and that was what took me out of here and brought me back to LA.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
It's to, like, you know what? I'm done rapping. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna get behind the camera. It's like an actor. Like, you know what? I ain't acting no more. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna be behind the camera. Mm-hmm. And I'm gonna be even bigger. I'm gonna be bigger behind the camera than I was in front of the camera. Mm-hmm. Do you feel that's your case?
Oh man, most definitely. And not only that, I'm still a creative. I'm still rapping. I'm still writing raps for people. I'm still doing
you
what
just
my
don't
passion
say
is. Hell, you think I want to sing? Then we just talking about defense and all this other shit. You see what these niggas going through? I don't want to. My trajectory was always to be the next L.A. Reid of this situation.
Okay.
To be the guy that actually made the music, that actually was involved in the studio, that had hits, but also could relate to the artist now at this level that I am right now, and it's working.
Jeezy wouldn't let you in the video.
Hey, yo, this is a good one. Yo, bro, you good. Y'all good, bro. Y'all good.
Why he wouldn't let you in the video?
I guess I was blackballed on his list at that time too.
Damn.
Yeah, so I ain't gonna lie, like, and that one hurt me, like, cause I was climbing out of you know how trying to bury you alive?
Yeah.
I'm climbing out the grave, you know what I'm saying? And at that point, I did that song, it's called Double Cup. I was on the hook. It was DJ Infamous song featuring myself, Juicy J, Ludacris, and Jeezy. And Jeezy's on fire at the time.
Yeah,
the biggest artist. So I ain't gonna front shade. Like, I was at the video, and Infamous told me to come early. Juicy J was good with me being in some of his shots or whatever, doing all, he ain't hate on the salute to Juicy J. But at that time, like, the video there, I'm like, this is my song. Like, you remember I told you, like, I make the songs and I'm in the studio? It was my hook on a beat that I picked. I put it all together, and the DJ just put the features on it. So I'm like, I'm feeling a little entitled. Like, hold on, this is my song. Oh, I'm good enough for y'all to get on this song with me doing a hook to the song, but I ain't good enough to be standing next to y'all. So boom, I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I do my parts. They like, yeah, you good, you rap. I'm like, all right, I'm finna just hang around. There's girls on set, this, that, and the third. So now Jeezy and them get there. Liquor's flowing. They shooting they shot. It's Jeezy, Luda, Juicy J. They like, action. You know I got up. Whoa. His shot. Jeezy like, cut. No, I'm gonna crip crazy on the nigga. Bro, they was mad as hell. And I end up leaving the video shortly after that or whatever.
So Juicy J was cool. Was Luda cool with you being on this? Or you don't know? You just know Jeezy wasn't cool with you being in it.
Yeah, but I wouldn't say Luda probably wasn't cool because Luda ain't really like a street rapper. But
Right.
at that time, I was going through so much like downfall on a street level with just bullshit happening that I can understand why Jeezy ain't really want me to be next to him at that time. But then Jeezy spent the block. Mad people done diss me. I got plaques with him. Gucci Man done diss me like several times, and I got millions of records sold with him as Hitmaker.
So you cool with that?
Hell yeah.
You about that making money. So you got a forgiving heart. So just because you might have said something foul about me yesterday or a year ago or 2 years ago, but when it come to making this money, I'm going to make this money now.
Man, that might be the most similar I am to a female. My forgiveness got a price on it. That's the only time I act like a
Hold on. So Gucci, like, he used to say, try me like I'm young Berg, and I'm going to make
your eyes cry.
Wow.
Heavy. That was heavy for me, too. I was living in Atlanta when he said that shit, too. You know,
Yeah.
Gucci was big at that time, too. I'm like, damn. I don't even know Gucci. And then fast forward, I'll never forget. So, boom, I become the vice president of Atlantic Records in 2016. And, shit, I'm VP at A&R and working on a bunch of different shit. And I think the first joint that me and Gucci did was called Tone It Down, featuring Chris Brown. And that was like an early start of me and Chris Brown run together with features and things that we got going on and shit. That shit like double platinum, triple platinum.
Wow.
Me and Gucci ain't never talked about that shit ever either. We done been in the studio after the fact or whatever. We ain't never do that because
Ain't no sense talking about it.
It was a part of pop culture. It just happened. And he decided to say that. He ain't got no disdain for me. He don't feel like no way about me. It was just something that happened. It would be like, I'm gonna step over you like Tyronn Lue. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like it was just one of them.
Right.
So I ain't taking no type of way.
T-Pain spoke about you being in the house drunk, calling him broke.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You called a man broke?
I ain't call him broke.
What you call it?
I ain't gonna lie. T-Pain had almost like he had pause. He broke me at that point because like, look, I was living in Atlanta, and Atlanta was so cliquey at the time. And I don't know if it was like that for you or whatever, but you know, like it was just cliques. It was such and such and them over there, such and such and him over there.
It's
and
still like that. It's still clicking.
Yeah. So,
But I've been a single clique. I've been by myself. I don't hang with nobody.
see, we the same. So at that point, T-Pain, well, he one of my idols. Like he's like he changed my life with just what he did. I think The Dream and T-Pain are like really heavy on my list of changing my life and involving my career. So I'll never forget I'm on the Scream tour, and I thought, and like T-Pain was the headliner. I'm on there, whatever. I'm like, I went in the studio one day. I was the first to do the auto-tune shit, like after T-Pain. Like I think probably before Wayne did it and all the other stuff. So I went in there and I did a song, and I thought it was a hit. And I went, and we on a tour. I played for T-Pain. I'll never forget it. Like T-Pain was like a joker, but and I love T-Pain, but that's probably why like when he was in his glory, he wasn't like that either. He was a real jokester. He was a real like clown, laugh at you type. You know what I'm saying? So at that point, I played him a song. I got on this tour bus. I played him a song. I was using an auto tune. I'm like, yo, bro, can you please sing this hook for me? He like, you sound so good singing it. What the you need me for? Now, mind you, I thought he was lying because he didn't want to do it for me or whatever. Right. But that shit inspired me to keep going. It was like gas in a tank for me or whatever. Yeah. So now all the shit happens. All the bullshit happens. I live in Atlanta. T-Pain's in an interesting phase in his career. I'm in an interesting phase in my career. We end up linking. I never forget it. Probably was T-Money or something like that. And he took me to his house. And I'm in his house and we vibing. And I just start going to his house every so often. You know what I'm saying? A couple times a week, we were making records. And then T-Pain, I brought him a song that I did on my own. And I did the hook too. This the Jeezy story all over again.
Yeah.
But he did it a little different. I brought a song to him. It's called Bad Bitches Link Up. I'm like, yo, this crazy. He do the song. I'm on the hook of the song. He like, I put Trey Songz on the song. I'm like, dope. All right, good. I hear it hard. And then I come back to the crib another time, and remember I told you earlier in the interview that me and Bow Wow was bad Bow Wow.
Yeah.
So Bow Wow hosting 106 in Park now. He the host of 106 in Park. T-Pain took me off the song and he said, yo, I'm gonna let Bow Wow sing your part, or say your part on a song.
What?
So I'm like, wait, hold on, nigga. Wait, what? Huh? So it just triggered me and brought me back to it. And I wasn't really as cool as with Bow. I wasn't cool with Bow at all at the time, but now me and Bow are brothers.
Right.
But that shit just hit a trigger on me, and I ain't gonna lie. That was back in Patron days, boy. I let him have it. He said he was gonna kill me in his house. He was mad at me and all this type of stuff or whatever. And that was the end of me and T-Pain relationship, as far as me being the young guy to come to his crib and bring ideas and create songs with him. And then further down the line, we end up getting cool again or whatever.
Right. Damn. Talk to me how the rebranding, because you go from Young Berg to Hitmaker. Why has that been so successful of a transition for you?
God, I really can't tell you how. It's just the work. Like, I ain't gonna lie. Like, I always, like I've been telling you before, I always just been totally locked into the work, 10 toes into the work or whatever. So I think that at that point, I'm gonna give you the real. So Jeremiah, I didn't know Jeremiah. He's from Chicago. He's one of my like good friends, and we end up getting cool, and we just made a bunch of songs together.
Right.
And I had a bunch of songs, and I had a bunch of different stuff going on or whatever. But I think that the energy that me and him created, he was super on fire at the time, and he didn't work with nobody for real. He was very elusive. He was hard to get to. He still is hard to get to. He still is an interesting guy. Like, he marched to the beat of his own drum. He like a male Lauryn Hill to me, respectfully. You know what I'm saying? Like, he do what he want to do when he want to do it. So I had all these different ideas that me and Jeremiah kicked off, and that led me to getting with Big Sean and making Bounce Back, which is another record that's 9 times platinum, about to go diamond. And then that opened up the door. He took me on tour with him. He did a bunch of different things, and that kind of like sparked. I was the guy that had the hits early up front, and nobody had that access to that shit. And I think my work ethic just surpassed everything because I knew what I was fighting against. I went through all that shit. I knew that people didn't like Young Berg so much, so I had to have an ego death of whatever it is. Imagine being praised and, like you said, mamas delivering their daughters to you, hand delivered, like DoorDash, and then now nobody with you. So I knew that I had one shot to kind of penetrate pop culture again, and I was like, yo, I'm gonna stay low and keep firing. I ain't gonna be all in the front of things or whatever. I'm gonna just get my shit off. And I really didn't have a tag early on. I did like John by Rick Ross and Wayne. I discovered a lot of other producers, whatever. I didn't have a tag until I said the Hitmaker shit, and it just all came into fruition. I think 2015, from 2015 to 2016 was like the beginning of just like terrorizing the industry.
You might have had the most successful rebrand.
It's a couple of us. Me, Joe Budden, and 2 Chainz.
Yeah.
I think us 3.
For sure. I mean, Joe is from rap to this pod.
Media personality.
Yeah, because podcasts, and it's still kind of looked down on. People don't, sometimes the big stars like podcasts, man, bro, it's just not, for the most part, it's not taken in front of a live audience like an Oprah or all these other shows, but it's the same. It's the same.
Hell yeah.
The same impact.
I wish I started a podcast 10 years ago like that.
When I'm looking at some of the artists that you work with: Chris Brown, Meek, Big Sean, 2 Chainz, Wayne, Baby, Meg Thee Stallion, Jeremiah, T.I., Young Blue, Chloe Bailey, Ja Rule, French Montana, and more. When you go into the studio, do you have, before you went to the studio with these individuals, did you have an idea of what they were like or what they might be like? Or you just leave an open mind like, hey, we're going there, we're going to do this, and we're going to try to make magic?
Nah, see, it don't really work like that. It's more so about, with me, a lot. So this is a normal idea for a producer. A normal producer. They ain't got nothing, and they just go to the studio and they say, okay, Chloe Bailey's coming today.
Okay.
All right, bet. Let's just have her come. Let's let her talk to us. Let's see what we got. Let's make a beat from scratch on in front of her. Let's collab. I don't do that shit. Like,
you already got it done when they get there.
It's done. So you literally gonna come. You gonna come talk to me. We gonna press play on some ideas, and we gonna see where you get in and how you fit into this situation. I think that our process, I learned that from Pharrell and Swiss Beats more than anyone. Because if you think about it, like, why you think Swiss Beats and Pharrell on all them hooks? They had that shit done for them. came there. So it ain't nothing. I didn't invent the wheel. This shit been happening for a whole time, but a lot of people it just wasn't as over popularized in rap music because it was taboo for ghostwriting or, you know what I'm saying, someone to help you with something. But at the same token, it's like, if Drake could do it, then who can't do it?
Right.
Everybody up in R&B, if R&B can do it, why can't a rapper take a hook from me?
Right.
And they've been doing that forever. But I just think that the way I've been able to maneuver through it, and then also being the fact that I'm still young Berg, that's like the mind.
Right.
Because it's like, I'm still I'm still an artist.
Right.
I'm an executive now.
Right.
But at the same token, people, once you hit it off and you get some shit going, people want to see like, what's going on over there? You know how it go. Soon as it get hot over there, everybody went, how that gonna work for me? Let me see. Let me go and put my foot in the pool, see what happens.
Who surprised you most by the talent once you got them in the studio?
Who the most surprising to me about talent? I would probably have to say Ty Dolla $ign.
Really?
Not surprising, but I was there for his whole, I feel like his manager early in his career was my manager, and we never really worked together, but I got to watch him from like doing songs like My Cabana and his earlier stuff, or Tooted and Booted with YG. He don't sound like this. Tooted and Booted, if you listen to Tooted and Booted right now, that shit don't even sound like Ty Dolla $ign.
Right.
So to see him evolve and just to know his story and just to see how it went, and to know his dad was in that great band, excuse me, I can't remember the name, but it's missing me right now. But like, they play every instrument, he make beats, he sing, he record himself. I just didn't know that how deep in his bag he was. Yeah, for real.
Can anybody freestyle like Hove? Because you hear the stories like Hove, like, okay, he get on thing, he hear it, he ain't saying anything, he just listening, and then he just go.
Today?
Yeah.
Or then?
I mean, is that what they doing now? I think Lil Wayne does that. But
today, everybody does that today.
Really?
Yeah. Nobody writes anything.
Nobody write anything down anymore.
No. It's all punching. Everybody just goes in a booth, and the first thing that inspires them, they go. That's the same way I even write R&B songs with my whole team. Go in there, boom, do a melody, then I'm the lyrics. You know what I'm saying? A lot of time I might have a melody, I might have something I can give to my brother Ronnie, or I can give to Krishan or anybody I work with, but at the same token, they're like kings of melody. So they'll go in, do a melody, and I'm the rapper. We connected, you know what I'm saying, and go from there.
You still got Chris Brown over Usher?
What? Of course. Pause that too. I don't like that.
Yeah. There you go.
But no, who don't though?
Really?
And I love Usher. Me and Usher got records together too. Usher is one of the nicest guys that I've ever been around. But just for me, like, let's just output. That boy Chris a workaholic.
Yeah.
He love it. His output is crazy. And then only that, I just think culturally what he's been able to do, and just like, and I'm biased, man. Shannon, don't ask me that shit. I'm biased. Well, I got like 27 hits with this nigga. I got one hit with Usher.
Well, how about this here? I mean, people been getting reckless with this thing. They talk about Chris Brown up there with MJ.
He the Michael Jackson of our generation.
Okay. We ain't gonna never see another Michael.
Jordan, Jackson, Tyson, all three of them. No.
I mean, we ain't gonna see nobody. I mean, people faint to see him.
Yeah.
People still put on that glove. People doing plays with Michael Jackson.
Oh, your bitch gonna faint when she see Chris Brown too. That's why I don't be around that nigga. I ain't gonna lie. Me and CB, we work so good together, and all I do
just in studio. Then what's that?
Hell no, I ain't going to the studio. I'm going sporadically.
Yeah.
But at the same token, I think that this where a lot of producers, a lot of artists, and a lot of people get up in the game, and they fall out with this different shit. Bro, we're in a service business. A lot of people, this where it get lost at. It's the same thing I was doing with Jeezy and Juice. Once I give you the song, I gotta let that motherfucker go.
Right.
I can't be
you was
attached
holding on to it like that's my baby.
Yes, bro. I gotta let you do what you do with the song. Right. I got paid. Once you get paid, you gotta let it go.
Right.
So once I'm paid, I gotta be able to step back or whatever. So I don't give a if I wrote the biggest song with Krishan for Chris Brown featuring Michael Jackson, old vocals, Usher, and everybody in culture that could be a part of it, that's that man work. You can't hover over that shit. That's just like as much as your trainer was for the Broncos or your nutritionist or whatever.
I did the work. I did that.
I assisted you.
Yes.
You paid me to do it.
Yes.
I can't be. A lot of want to be the trainer, nutritionist at the party with you at the shit. You know, that's how y'all fall out.
Right.
Because we all like the same thing.
Yeah.
I don't want to be around no artists with no women. That's my new rule.
Cause he don't
care. You never outshine the master, bro. 48 laws of power. That's the big dog. You stay away from people that you're actually making music with, unless you're cultivating relationships and they're your artists and they're someone that you're building and growing with.
Okay.
It don't matter, rapper, singer, nothing. Don't you go around that nigga with no women. Stay your ass in that studio and keep sending them records.
Because it's gonna call out, because she gonna end over there at his place, and you gonna feel some type of way.
I don't know what it's gonna do, but I just don't even want no involvement with it.
You work with Drake. You worked on No Stylist.
Mm-hmm. And a couple more. We got a Grammy for the song Jaded, I think, too. You know what I'm saying? Salute to him.
Well, bro, you it. I mean, so who would you compare yourself to? A version of, say, Quincy Jones, Stevie Wonder? Who would you compare yourself to in your genre and what you do? Who's your comparison?
I think that ideally it would be more of a Quincy. We can't say the other guy name right now because it's turmoil, but Diddy, you know what I'm saying? This, that, and the third, because I'm not really like I have a conglomerate of team that I work with, so I might not be just a one man like a Swiss Beats, or I think people look at Swiss, Timbaland, Kanye, not really Kanye too, you know what I'm saying? Because he worked with a lot of different people, but I think that you get a certain, from purist producers, like you get a certain reverence from them when you just do everything yourself.
Right.
To me, that's how you fall off.
Really?
I'm executive producing 9 albums this year. How can I possibly do every song for 9 albums and have that shit and compete with what's going on by myself?
Right.
There's no possible way to do that. So for me, collaboration is always key. So I'm more of a Quincy, a Diddy, a L.A. Reid, I would say Kanye, like from that type of cloth or whatever. Like Pharrell, I don't think nobody was on Happy. I think Pharrell just went in that bitch and smoked Happy by itself.
It did all that.
Yeah.
But in order to do what you do, you have to be okay with other people getting credit.
Man, I want everybody to get credit. To me, I ain't never been no that had ghost producers. I go on platforms like Club Shay Shay and say, I ain't programming shit. Unless I'm going in that, look, this the direction, this the artist, this who we working with. Oh, okay, this where they going? We doing samples or whatever. I'm getting with the guy that replays all my samples and replays all my flips. I'm doing 20 of those with him. I'm sending it to a group chat with 10 producers in it. Yo, y'all do this. This where we at. This with the motion. It's a whole team effort. So I always been like overly like into like bigging up people, because shit. Mm-hmm. What Jay-Z said, we supposed to have people to be your crutches if you fall off, right?
Right. But in this the song with Drake and French Montana, Drake's in a sense a cease and desist.
For that one?
Yeah.
Nah,
the French song Splash Brothers.
Yeah, but Splash Brothers. See, but that's on an album that I executive produced for French Montana. So shortly after that, we did No Stylist, and we had an incredible success with that. And then after that, me and French went back in and I executive produced his album. I think They Got Amnesia was the title of it. But this after he had his whole scare, his health scare. So he came back, and then he had a record from Drake, and I think it was Cease and Desist or whatever. But I wasn't involved with the process of it. Him and French and Drake are super close. Right. So he had that on his own. I was just overseeing and executive producing the whole project. So it didn't really affect me no way enough.
You work with Cassie and Diddy.
Yeah.
How was that? Because you was like, you kind of like, Diddy has a lot. And we're talking about the producer. We're not talking about what transpired outside of music industry.
Hell yeah.
We're talking about him, the bad boy, the hiring of people, and putting people in place and producing great music. That's what we're talking about. Because you know how people try to twist everything.
Me and Diddy have a very interesting relationship, not in like a weird way, like with stuff's going on personal, but just like our business relationship has always been very interesting. Just because like I met him early, like I told you I was a kid star, so I met him at the kid version of me. I wasn't it. Then I blew up. He invited me to the studio. He ended up forming a relationship and a bond with one of my producers, the guy Rob Holiday, who did all my stuff, who's with me now. And like I didn't love that, because I felt like he was like stealing my sound.
Oh, really?
Yeah, like I felt like me and Rob, like I felt like I discovered Rob and we cultivated something together.
Right.
That I didn't realize was bigger than me at that time. I felt like it was our thing, but in hindsight, it's really bigger than me. It's culture. It's for everybody. It wasn't for me just to hoard and have on the side. And he ended up stealing my producer. He did it.
He took him.
Yeah. At least for me, I mean, nigga got a jet, nigga a billionaire. I ain't got shit. Nigga, I'm going through turmoil. I told you I'm blackballed. Yeah. Shit, like, nigga, he like, how you gonna tell your guy not to go get on a jet with somebody or whatever and do that? But then that happened. And then Cassie, to me, always just a super sweet woman. I never really had too many interactions with her besides her just coming to do the song and just maybe a little kiki back and forth, whatever. That was always his woman. So you already know how I play. I ain't
don't
doing too
do
much
that.
talking anyway. Yeah.
Ain't nobody. I ain't falling out with nobody. You know, that's your woman. And but for the most part, guys have gotten kind of like, look, my lady, I ain't gonna even have her around the guys because I don't want no temptation on either part.
Yeah, but he I think he had work facilities also at his homes too.
Yeah.
Throughout the years, so it would kind of be hard to not be around. It would just be more so about how you want to handle yourself when you're around.
Yeah, you got to be professional.
Nah, for sure.
Don't ask no questions. Don't even have no conversation.
Yeah, respect to him.
New artists. Mm-hmm. Who's the best new artist out? Because you know the Grammys just happened. I mean, we gonna find out tonight, aren't we?
Yeah. If we talking Grammys, to me, Leon Thomas.
Okay.
He made a real impact for the culture this year. Kalani, for sure, with the Folded record. But on a new artist scale, like I said, to me, the biggest new artists in the game right now are the people that I'm developing, curating. I just was involved with getting Gilly and Wallow they label deal at Epic Records. Salute to all my partners over there at Epic. His daughter, Gilly's daughter, her name is New York LA.
Yep.
She's amazing.
Yeah, she is.
I executive produced that album.
Okay.
Did every song on that album. That's my family. I love them. My brother Ronnie, who's amazing. Dream Doll, who's amazing. Toyin, who's amazing. My one of my biggest priorities on my label, Tink, who's also someone I'm super close with. Her new album is amazing. I swear, Vezo, we're about to drop a new album that's amazing. I'm booked and busy. I got like 9.
You like being booked and busy though, don't you?
Yeah, for sure. I like shitting on people with music. I love to work shitting on people.
Samples. How do you go? Talk to us about samples.
Uh-oh. Come on.
How do you go about, because, you know, who's that? Somebody say, Prince, like, nah, I love your music, but I ain't clearing it because he didn't want those execs to eat off, send their kids to college off of that. But so talk to us about sampling. How do you go about sampling a song?
When I initially set out on doing this whole shit, like, I ain't gonna lie, like, and I'm gonna still give him his respect and his flowers due to the situation. I said, being around Diddy and being around this shit, I was like, I'm gonna be the Puff Daddy of my generation.
Okay.
So you know what he did for those samples from the 80s and earlier times. I said, man, I'm finna go and I'm finna just flip everything that I liked that was on 106 and Park that I grew up on, and BET, Rap City, and all the shit, MTV, TRL, the shit that impacted me. And I set out on a mission of that to really do that consciously. And I didn't know that I was doing it at that point, but like the way I went about it is that I ended up meeting a guy named Paul Cabin, who's amazing. He's like one of the best guys I ever worked with in my life. And this he replays all them samples. So whether it's a 2 Chainz featuring Ariana Grande, Used to It, that's a triple platinum record that we got together, and I flipped A Marie, Why Don't We Fall in Love on that record, that's not a sample. It's all a replay. So a lot of my music, it feels like a sample, but it's been replayed. So I found the right guy that can really go and manifest what my vision is, and he's been a life changer and a game saver for me.
Are samples expensive?
Hell yeah. On both ways. You gotta pay money up front, the advance, and they taking realistically, like anybody lying and say that they ain't take half of the song, they lying. They take half your publishing.
Really?
50.
So you gotta pay them and they still get money on the back end?
50% of the song. So say I was in this interview and I said a line from Jay Leno. Jay Leno could send you an invoice for $20,000 and want 50% of this episode. That's how they play. But if you go replay it and you don't, that's if you use the master. That's why I got with Paul and start replaying things. If you use the master, if I just go like take the drum loop from Impeach the President for Eric B, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Eric B and Rakim, they gonna charge for that. It's
Right.
the master use of the sample. Now, if I go and I rework it and make it in my own and replay it, then it's gonna be a lighter percentage, but it's still gonna be a percentage.
Oh, okay. So kind of like Marvin Gaye when his estate, who's that?
Pharrell?
Pharrell
Robin
and
Thicke.
Robin Thicke.
Mm-hmm.
Because they got to get up.
Yep.
They took it.
That was a replay, and that's why Pharrell thought he was safe.
Yeah.
Because you can tell that, man, bro, everything that Pharrell is one of the greatest ever, but in my opinion, and you can tell like he's a fan of culture.
Mm-hmm.
He loves the people before him. All his records come inspired by something.
Right.
Think about Hot and So Hot in Here.
Yeah.
Think that's Chuck Brown.
Yeah.
Everybody don't
Chuck Brown Soul Searchers.
a little bit of the whole shit, but you can't. Don't nobody know that. You know what I'm saying? So he's always
like
been a
busting loose.
student.
That was the name
I
of it.
feel like busting loose, and Nelly said, "I feel like touching you." He said it in the song.
Yeah.
So the culture and him being a student is never left. I'm just more of a blatant student. Like I'm gonna give you like the Diddy,
Right.
the big sample as well too.
What was the song? What was the hardest song to get cleared?
Damn. Shit, they still clearing right now. Shit, I'm trying to think. The hardest one that probably came out to be cleared, I don't know, none. I'm gonna be honest with you though, because publishers, songwriters that haven't passed, the hardest song to get clear is Michael Jackson. I have a song called Transparency with Chris Brown that he put out. He didn't put it out. He just soft launched it, and it got leaked or something like that. And Team Breezy went crazy. Like it went crazy to the point that the man still performed the song. He performed it on his last tour. Like it was just a leak. It's a cult favorite, and rest in peace, Rod Temperton.
Yep.
I think his estate wouldn't allow us to clear it. We couldn't get all the situation, connect the T's and dot the I's.
Yeah, because he wrote CJ. What did we try to get? Nice on a Broadway Chuck George Benson song.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, man.
Yep.
I said, oh no, I can't pay that
He
kind of money.
can't. Yeah, so we weren't able to get that cleared. And then it's the funny part when we talk about CB and Usher. It's the whole funniest shit. So at that point, I told you I got a bunch of demos or whatever.
Right.
So before CB ended up cutting the song, I ended up playing it for 2 Chainz, who also is one of my big, he my big OG. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he get a pass on everything. For me, I give him whatever he wants. So I played it for him. He liked it. Told him about the song clearance. CB, we couldn't get it cleared. It was CB single. Couldn't get it cleared. Chainz was, I still want the song. Y'all can't get it cleared? He like, let's go replay it. He got with Mike Dean. He replayed it. He ended up putting Usher on the song, and Usher re-sang the part that CB was singing it. And it was on College Road too. It was Wayne, 2 Chainz, and Usher. And it had mild success, but it wasn't as incredible as the initial one.
Wow. So, as a producer of a song, what percentage? What's the percentages like? So you on the song, you the producer. You taking 50%?
Mm-mm. So for me, in 2026, I ain't working with you unless you're doing pop splits. See, It's nigga splits and it's pop splits.
Okay, what's a pop split?
It's 100% of the pie, right?
Yeah.
It's 4 people in a room.
Yeah.
I don't care who made the beat, who wrote the song, then we all get 20.
Everybody get 20.
We in a room.
25, you mean?
Yeah, 25, excuse me.
Okay.
We all get 25.
Okay.
Nigga splits.
Yeah.
I made the beat. I want 50%. I don't care who wrote it. 9 people could have wrote that song. I want 50% of it. Because I made the beat. And that's the difference between that. So I just want to be, and not to say I do that, because I told you I work with a lot of different people. So I'll probably, with me writing the songs and doing that, I'll probably get, if I was doing split still, I would give my co-producers 40% of the beat. I'll take 10 to 15%. Maybe they get 35, maybe I get 15. And then I combine that with what I wrote on the top line with the artist. And maybe they make away with 35 and I make away with 30. 25, depending on me and Krishan, how we split it up. But that's really the whole play.
Oh. So, do they sign paperwork?
Hell yeah.
Cause you know, hey, man, I thought we were cool.
Nah, it ain't none of that. This high level, and you know how that go. Like, it ain't anybody that's in my room, I've cultivated the room to where if you in it, you in it. And it ain't no mysterious nigga that's sitting on the couch scratching his balls saying about I wrote that line. Like, nah, it ain't happening like that. You gotta quality control your room, my brother. Like, it just hit a little bit different. But that's what the beauty of having finances, resources, to have your own studio, to make your own decisions, to have your own setup, to do all, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
You get to control the environment. I think that it only gets tricky when you walk into somebody else's shit and then you got to play by their rules. Kind of like remind me like when I work with Mustard and shit like that.
Lord have mercy. You ain't got nothing bad to say about Mustard.
Hell no.
Okay, good.
Maybe.
Is there anything that you've written for other artists that people would be surprised that you actually wrote?
Hell yeah. I would probably say like all the female verses. Because that's what the tricky thing is about like this whole music business, Shannon. And I feel bad. And this goes back to my relationship life. It goes back to everything that's happening in the world. Men influence female rap more than publicized or let known. So when you see women putting out the energy of city girls, or you gotta buy me this or this, that, and the third, I need the Birkin, I need the G-Wagon, there's a strong percentage that a man influenced that lyric and that a man wrote that lyric. And I've been that man before. So in reality, that might be my most, not my highlight. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm sad about that shit. I don't want these girls telling me that shit. Like, it's a mentality now. You know what I'm saying? Like, people really think that.
That comes with an expectation.
But it's writing it.
Yeah. While
they go in the booth and say it, and they go home to the husband and do what they do. So it's like, it's a double. I'm f***ing up for you, gang. I'm f***ing up for me. I'm f***ing up for everybody.
Do you make, have you ever made a rapper redo his verse? Do they feel some type of way if you
Hell
do?
yeah.
I mean, cause they might feel some type of way here.
If you didn't want to feel no type of way, go do that shit at home. Why you coming to work with me? You want perfection, right?
Yeah.
You want me to push you to another level, right?
Right.
You come to me to get a hit record, right?
Right.
So whether I want you to do an ad-lib over or a verse over or whatever, but I ain't gonna lie, like, it's been very rare to where I'm having like drawn out conversations or fights or something like that. To me, Dr. Dre, and I think that he's the king of making somebody redo their shit over and over again. He's more meticulous because he's thinking. He's like, that and that then, or the way you said the doesn't really connect with me. It doesn't fit. To me, all my music about feeling, Shannon. I'm going to the studio, I'm getting f***ed up and we having a good time. If it feel good, it gotta feel good. Mumble that shit. You done heard Young Thug rap these damn songs. Nigga, you don't know what the nigga said for the whole shit, but the feeling was irreplaceable. And that's what I'm chasing. A lot of people are chasing perfection. I found beauty in it, imperfection. And that's what I'm more concerned with.
Wow, I like that. I really do. So I think you mentioned this. You don't have a problem with ghostwriters.
Hell no. That's like hating on me.
But what? Because I heard, oh, you're not a true MC if you get somebody to get on. What is that about?
If I had a ghostwriter, Shannon, I wouldn't have sold drugs as a kid. I could have stayed in my house and not do nothing.
Right.
Somebody could have did something for me and put me in a different position. I just think that a lot of different people are so caught up into, bro, when you realize that the ultimate warrior just some random looking white man, when he take that shit off, bro,
Yeah.
it f you up.
Yeah.
You want Stone Cold to be Stone Cold off the camera.
Yeah.
But it don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? So in reality, the business is bigger than the influence.
Right.
And sometimes the influence can be bigger than the business. Think about an artist like Playboy Cardi. Man, don't do no interviews. Man, don't talk to nobody.
Yeah.
This, that, and the third. Sell out an arena. So it's really about what fit you.
Right.
Like if I was who's a producer that don't really talk at all? Like I'm trying to think like that don't really say no words in this climate right now. Dr. Luke, Max Martin. You ever heard of them?
I have.
The biggest in the game. You want to know why they don't talk?
What?
Cause man, only black people like to talk. White people don't be saying shit. Them up. We want people to understand us and understand what we went through for the culture.
Right.
We concerned about culture. They concerned about currency.
The dollar.
And I want current. I ain't gonna lie. I'm trying to get the balancing act for this culture shit, this currency for real, because I could be saying too much right now.
You trying to get a bill, huh?
A big bill, 2, 3, something like that. You know what I'm saying? That generational wealth.
Yeah. Has an artist ever tried to take a song that you had already promised to another artist?
Every day, right now.
How do you handle that?
No.
They come on, bro. Hey, whatever they're paying, I got you. I'm gonna double it.
Where do I see your career going? I can't be bought right now. In that aspect, if we got an A-list artist, if I got Nicki Minaj that want a record, and I got someone that's developing that wants a record, even though the developing artist wants to pay me triple of what Nicki Minaj wants to pay me, I'm not in a financial situation or a bind to where like I gotta make that decision. I'm operating out of, I'm not operating out of duress. I'm not moving like that. So I'm able to make the strategic move that could be best for me and my team.
Is there a song that you've ever given to an artist and it's never been released?
Yeah, all the time.
Well, damn. Well, take it back and let somebody else release it.
I mean, I could do that now. When I was a smaller producer, I couldn't do that. Now it's just like I don't give a you know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna have to deal with me. You gotta work your way up to be a staple in the business to where you can make decisions like that, to where it won't be a backlash on you. You can give the wrong record away, and there is royalty for records. Like there is a certain Jay-Z come say he want this, and then ain't nobody gonna hear that shit. Nicki say she want this, and this, ain't nobody gonna hear that. But if it's a developing act or someone that I feel like doesn't have as much cachet or to even say that to me, they already know that they gotta pay first.
Yeah.
You like this record? Or you like it? You want to be yours? Pay.
Right.
Pay up front. At least a small 50,000.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing.
Behove and Nicki. Oh, you good. We set that to the side for you.
Yeah, bro. Nicki probably got songs from me that I don't even remember no more. That's just sitting on her hard drive or this, that, and the third. But she got that seniority in me. She helped change my life.
Wow. Where streaming? Where are you on streaming? Because a lot of artists they like,
I don't know. I'm sitting somewhere in like 25, 27, almost 30 billion streams. I don't
You
know.
like it?
No.
You don't like it?
I don't got 30 billion in my account. What do you mean?
No.
I got
But they make good money. I mean, Drake has already done a billion streams this year.
No, the money is in radio, Shannon.
Is it radio?
Yes, it's in performance. This is what the real deal is, right? I can compare Spotify, Apple, and everyone to, for you, where you can get a real idea about it, they're TV networks.
Okay.
NFL got to deal with them.
Yes.
Where the f*** your your money. That you was in NFL, right?
Yes.
Did you get a check from ABC?
Nah.
Right. So that's how hard it is to get a check from streaming.
Oh, so somebody making the money and then they give you a little bit of the money.
Yeah, but it's only a few companies in this business, gang. Universal pretty much owns the whole music business.
Okay.
So if Universal goes and does a deal with Spotify, Apple Music for their artists, they received a large lump sum.
Right.
They ain't worried about that trickle down effect.
Right.
You get
The top artists gonna make their money. The Taylor Swift, the Drakes, they gonna get good money.
I don't even think that they even care about their streaming money.
Really?
No. Maybe at some point, but that won't trump the branding. That won't trump the touring. That won't trump anything else. The radio spins. Mm-hmm. These are all people that are hot 100 artists on the radio.
Right.
So it would be a drop in a bucket compared to where they're getting other finances from.
Yeah, I see what Taylor and Beyonce make touring.
For real.
Oh, that mercy.
I mean, but it's still like, I don't know if that's enough either. Huh? No. It's a production. The bigger the money, the bigger the show.
Yeah, for sure.
So if
you heard about that money that Taylor Swift gave all the people, all that money?
No, what's they saying?
What? How much you give them, CJ? I think like $500,000 a piece.
I don't listen to what white people do with their money because it ain't in my world.
You write a song for Taylor, would you?
Hell yeah, I write the rest of her career. How many more albums you got in your Tay? You talking about? But no, that's gonna make sense.
It was almost $200 million in bonuses that she gave her team.
I'm gonna be honest though, like Taylor Swift, she at that moment too. If I got $200 million in bonuses to get out, then I'm gonna just be a novelty artist. I'm gonna pop out when I want to.
Yeah, for sure.
I'll pop out there now and then. I ain't then whatever. When is enough? How much is an? All right, so look, let me ask you a question. Damn.
Yeah.
All right. It ain't no difference between 50 million and 100 million. I think if you got 50, you could do what the guy with 100 is doing.
Yeah.
When is it enough?
Well, Elon Musk worth $750 billion, and he don't seem to think it's enough. You know what? I mean, when you look at these guys and they got 100 billion and 200 and 300 and 400 billion, that's 50 generations worth of money. As long as I can still provide for myself and provide for my family, I'm good. Long as when I leave here, I can leave something for my kids and the people that I love, I can take care of them. I'm good.
You lying.
I'm good.
You lying. Why we doing this interview then?
What you mean?
Because you got it already, gang.
No, I ain't got it like that now.
Oh, man.
And I mean, if I had Oprah, Oprah got it.
Come on.
Oprah got it like that.
She fell back.
Yeah,
Oprah
got it like,
She fell back a little bit.
Oprah got it like that. But I think the thing, look, coming from where it looked, you had it. You know, your mom and your dad, they had money. We didn't have money like that. And to be able to get now and to like when my sister comes stay and to, whatever she wants to, she just loves water. Like, oh my God, my sister probably drank. She's been here 3 weeks. Probably done drank like 10 cases of water.
Wait. The Aquapana. Where's she going? The Saratoga.
She
what is
like
it?
What's the water I drank, Jordan? And not Essence. Essential. Yeah.
Essential too.
I mean, she likes the food. I mean, she don't really want to go anywhere. So she'll have my sister Instacart all the stuff to the house, and she just eat. She don't want to go anywhere. But that's nice. And my mom, to be able to take care of my mom and buy my mom a car and let her come to Vegas, go to the casino.
Oh, I'm finna be on your watch. This what my therapist did. Shannon, what is enough for you? You got one life to live. You one person. When you get in that grave, you in that bitch by yourself.
By myself, by my lonesome.
What is enough for you? And we can't never answer that motherfucker question. That's why I said it ain't never gonna happen.
No, you're right. Jim Jones told you not to do reality TV. Do you regret not doing it?
I did it.
You did it?
I was on Love and Hip Hop.
Why you do that? See?
I was up.
You up or you were up?
Both. Shit. But in reality, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like I told you, I came back with Tamar and Vince or whatever, and it convinced me to move to LA. And then the girl Hazel E was like, yeah, we're doing Love and Hip Hop. Ray J's doing it, this, that, and the third. And I had known her, you know what I'm saying, from the past. And I was like, fuck it.
Okay, I'll do it.
I'll do it. But at that time, I was advised by higher up. Like, I was working close with Diddy. I was working close with Nicki. And Nicki had like business with Mona Scott at the time. They had like a mixed Moscato or something like that. They had a alcoholic beverage together. So I think that Love and Hip Hop was kind of like her guilty pleasure at the time. And I asked her, I'm like, yo, if I decide to do this, would you be comfortable with me saying that I'm working with you and while this is going on? And she said, yeah. So once they both gave me the green light to say I could say that I'm working with them while I'm doing the show, I just felt like I trumped everybody that was on the show because I was actively making hit records at the and this is the beginning of my career. This is 2014.
Right.
But I was speaking to existence and alluding to where I felt like my career was going.
Wow. You make good money in that?
Hell no.
But they make good money on those shows.
Right? They made you drink enough. You drank like you was getting good money. See, I'm talking about they and that's what's so crazy about doing them type of shows though, because it's like boom. This early before I knew anything, so you do the show. I'm talking about I'm head to toe in Zara. You go spend your little money at Zara to get fresh, and then I ain't had no car at the time or whatever, so they send you a car to come pick you up, the van or SUV or whatever form of transportation they use at the time, come pick you up. It's a rock in the car. They pouring you up off you get in. You drinking, vibing, doing whatever you do. They drive you around, sit you somewhere for like an hour and a half. So now 2 hours of you just drinking on the phone, kicking it, this, that, and third. You got a nice little buzz going.
Right.
Then they say, congratulations, your worst enemy is right here behind door number 2. Here's the beats that you got to hit, nigga. Now go ahead, action.
Damn.
And then that's the show. So you got to kind of navigate through that. And I think that people operate negatively and don't make the best decisions out of that situation because they drunk when they do it.
For sure.
And them niggas on coke and all type of shit. Them niggas was tripping.
They be wilding like that?
I ain't never did coke in my life. I was an ecstasy popper. I ain't never really did none of that shit.
But you don't do the X, you don't do the pills no more.
Hell no. I'm 40 years old. Fuck it, I'm gonna die. Tomorrow gonna be rough after this shit.
But you think what do you think about Cardi? Cardi took the reality show and turned it into a very, very promising. That ain't promising. She here. I like Cardi. There can't nobody make me hate Cardi.
I love her. Worked with her before. She's great people. But anybody that laid eyes on Cardi B in that moment or whatever, they seen where she was going. That large personalities sometimes are bigger than a room. Might be bigger than a phone. Might be bigger than a TV.
Yep.
So when you connect that with a hit record, magic. You get wet ass. Wow.
It's just her personality. I mean, she is who she is.
Sure.
She's unapologetically Cardi B.
And still is, though.
Yes, absolutely.
I pray for the grace. Yo. A lot of people get a lot of grace. I think that me and you be thinking a lot of things, but we don't be able to say it. But man, I be jealous of the like. I be telling Gilly this shit. Like, you know, Gilly would get on that and be like, "You bum, y'all need to." I'm like, I could never say that type of shit. They gonna fry me the up.
Yeah, for sure.
People got that grace. She got that grace.
Yeah. Why do you think she's been so successful?
Because she know what it like to be for nobody to like her. The same thing that I went through. I remember Cardi B, and she don't even remember it, but I was in Sue's Rendezvous when Cardi B was a stripper. She was always popular, but they wasn't checking for her the way they checking for her now.
Right.
So I think that fear of the bottom is always going to be the motivation for anybody like us. Anybody that's went through trials and tribulations to know what it's like or to see where people not like you like that, you always have an overwhelming fear. I heard Jimmy Iovine say this once. I use fear as a tailwind. So as much as fear is like in my face or whatever, I'm putting it at my boat and allowing it to push me all the way through.
What is it about rappers, celebs, entertainer, athletes traveling the same date the same woman?
I ain't never did that.
You did.
Never.
You ain't date Fetty Wap baby mom?
salute to Fetty Wap. I'm actually working heavily with Fetty Wap right now. Like, we got so much shit. Oh my God. I want to leak the stories, but Fetty Wap got some of the greatest. Yo, bro. His Come Home right now. I just left New York working on it right now. But I dated her prior to.
So you dated somebody that somebody else had. I just asked you that.
I know Masika from Chicago. And we weren't dating like that. We were really friends. Like, she was really my friend, and we were on a TV show, and like they put me in. Transparently, when I did Love and Hip Hop, right?
Mm-hmm.
They do a whole cast party before we start shooting.
Yeah.
There was another castmate on the show that I respect enough to not even say her name or whatever, but she was my woman at the time too when we started the show. And Hazel and Masika and everybody were on the show while we filmed it. She ended up parting ways with the show and parting ways with me while we were filming. And then they turned up these different relationships inside of the show. So once they turned up the situation with me and Hazel after I was already dealing with the other woman on the show, me and Masika were really friends, and she was my drinking partner. We would hang out, be creative or whatever. And once they said that, yo, like, would you ever kiss Masika? The staff suggested that.
And you did it.
You right.
But you know that who that was?
I was an actor at that point.
There ain't no actor.
Shit. I'm acting. But she wasn't his baby mama at the time.
Oh, okay.
They dated after that situation.
So that theoretically, that you were first.
Man, I ain't claiming that.
Okay. But you and Bow Wow dated the same woman.
That woman was on the TV show.
I just said you and Bow Wow dated the same woman.
And that woman, who I won't say her name, was on the TV show and was my girlfriend on the show before that last situation, them other two situations we talking about. She was the one that got relieved from the TV show.
So, but
yeah, okay,
nah, but I'm saying, but I mean, he probably felt some kind of way about that.
Nah, that was before him.
So
I was first.
Oh Lord, I ain't know this was a race.
You heard Ray J. I hit it first.
I hit it. Oh my God.
I'm joking.
What is it about? What is it about? It's because celebs, athletes, influence, entertainers, they all like the same type of woman. The same type of woman are in that area. I mean, you know, if you're in the Serengeti, a lion will hunt wildebeest, eland, kudu. I mean, because that's what's in proximity. So what's in proximity to you is what's in proximity to other rapper and producers.
I got eyes. These women are beautiful.
But you know, she belongs to, if she been with somebody else, you don't like, well, she done been with somebody else. She done been with
you keep forgetting. I landed on Plymouth Rock first. I'm older than these.
But look here, look here. You done bought a secondhand car. They done been a used car. Now you ain't always been driving their first-hand car.
I ain't had no secondhand car since I got a Monte Carlo back when I was like 17. I had a Monte Carlo, a used Monte Carlo on 22s. I called that bitch Big Bird. It was canary yellow, but I ain't had a hand down since. How you feel about that? Would you date somebody that you know? Hey, yo, come on. Yeah, nigga. Yeah,
oh, you trying to flip the table off?
Yeah. This shit ain't just in rap.
Yeah, athletes, yeah, for sure.
It's more in football. And let's be clear, football niggas, the worst.
Why they the worst?
The biggest trick.
I ain't no football with. I ain't no football
trick.
player.
I see football trick more than basketball.
What?
Helmet syndrome. You know them. You know y'all first name, last name.
Yeah, but they don't see us like they do the basketball player. Cause
you know who changed my life too? I gotta salute him. Ryan McKinney. When I moved to Miami, he started his own record label. After I went through all my shit or whatever, blah, blah, I was revamping on me becoming Hitmaker. He bought me a condo at the Icon Brickell in Miami or whatever, paid for it for the whole year and allowed me just to work or whatever and do my whole shit. And man, first name, last name, I seen that run through million. I seen that burn at least 20 million in my face.
What?
First name, last name. You know that helmet syndrome? You just one of them, so you can't relate.
Mm-mm.
You know, as a producer out there that can't relate to what the I'm doing right now too, right?
Oh, for sure, absolutely.
Say less.
But what have you learned about mixing business with pleasure?
Oh man, get ready for the fireworks to fly.
No, but you can't put your dick in your wallet though, here, man.
See, can't do that though. Making a song is a sexual experience. Creating music might be the closest thing to sex possible.
But just leave it at that. Be close. Don't go that. Don't clear the bar.
Well, the two situations I had, the girl that sang the business or whatever, like that was really like my girlfriend at the time, like my side. Well, not really. I hate to say that. She was someone I was dating, and the other girl that you're alluding to that I feel like the questions are leading us to.
No, we ain't mention no name. We gonna stay clear today.
Okay, so that woman, she's also someone that still is a best friend of me. We started off as best friends, and we still are best friends. We go through bullshit or whatever, and we've been through some bullshit. But at the same token, it wasn't necessarily like you can hire me and I can go work with an artist and never speak to them. These were personal buildings that happened. It wasn't about like the way I came in. It wasn't like, here's the example. It wasn't like A-list, I'm A-list, and then we go and we hit it off, and then we know that we on bullshit getting into it. This is some developing shit. We meet each other on a real personal level, and it turned into something. And now it's the songs and the music that got bigger than what we even know what we doing personally.
I read that a woman tried to set you up by getting your house robbed.
She did.
Huh?
She did.
She dead. Like literally?
Hello?
Oh my goodness, boy! I don't know. What have I got myself in with this here, man? So she pinned your location.
Yeah. Well, for the in-depth deep dive on that situation, I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. And this where the horny shit come in too, Shannon. So it was the first day of COVID in LA. You probably still living in LA too.
I was.
Remember when they shut us down the first day? It was kind of devastating.
Nobody was shut down like California.
Bro, they shut
Wasn't nothing open. I'm talking about absolutely nothing. I mean, the 405.
Bro, they shut us
I could do the centipede in the 405 and never get run over.
They shut us the down. So
they did.
You know what I did? I got on a computer. I got in a vibe. Okay, can't go nowhere. Had me some drinks, some libations. I'm just vibing throughout the day, making music, calling co-producers, calling people I'm working with. Just, like how you surviving a COVID, just being creative. So when you day drink, you crash at some point.
Yeah.
So I crashed I cooked me a dinner. I day drank, cooked me a dinner, 5, 6, fell asleep, woke up about midnight. When you wake up at midnight, right? That phone thing close to you.
Yeah.
I get to scrolling. Oh, okay.
What you doing?
Who live? Why you live?
Yeah.
What you doing live? Ain't it closed down? Motherfucker throwing ass on the live, this, that, and third. So I'm like, you know what? I just sent her a little comment in the live. She get off live and jump in my text. Hey babe, where you at? What you doing? Blah, blah, blah. Shit, I'm at home. Shit, me what I'm doing. I'm at home. Same thing you doing. Yeah. She like, send me an Uber. I'm like, I bet. Sent her an Uber. She come to my crib. And at that time, I mean, it's all past or whatever. So boom, she opened my door. I got my gun on me off the rip. Yeah. It's like, come in, gun on me. I put the alarm on stay. You know how you can set it up to it. Now look, my house was set up so interesting at the time at Willing Hills. So boom, first floor of my house when you let her in, laundry room, studio, office. Second floor, I got elevators in them. But second floor, guest room, master bedroom. Third floor, living room, dining room, kitchen, pool, jacuzzi, all the other shit. So it was set up really interesting. So now when she's on her way to the crib, she like, babe, heat the jacuzzi up, blah, blah, blah. In my mind, I'm like, bitch, it's cold as hell outside. You better come eat this dick. Ain't nobody going to no motherfucking jacuzzi.
Okay, I get what you're saying.
Ain't nobody going to no jacuzzi. You know how cold it be outside. Like, you think we finna be just outside?
Yeah, that was the February.
Yeah, so boom. She get there, we vibing, we go in the house. Now look, I'm so first time COVID, I'm doing the lamest shit ever. I got Sorry out, we playing board games, I'm drinking, doing whatever with the girl. So we vibing. And I'm chilling with her just like I'm chilling with you. I turn my back, I'm cooling, I turn around, next thing wow, she slapped the shit out of me.
What?
Yes. So like I'm seeing like stars fly around my head like Tweety Bird or whatever. I'm like, what the f going on? Girl done slapped me. So boom. I'm working for Atlantic, so I grab her. I'm like, yo, what the f you doing? Pull out my phone, start filming her. That's the first thing that come to my mind. Like,
Right.
yo, I work for this company.
Yeah.
I'm this, I don't know what the f going on. So I'm filming her. She ain't say no words. She go look out by my pool, looking. She come back, sit down. Next thing I know, my whole alarm going off. So now I'm in that motherfucker. I grab my gun. I'm like, I don't know what the f going on. So like, I got my gun and like, I'm looking, I'm pointing it towards the pool. I see running by my pool in hoodies and shit like that. I'm holding a gun like this. What you think happened next?
She tried to wrestle the gun from you?
Bow! She punched me right in my shit. So now I got the gun. I'm fighting with this young lady while we in this shit or whatever. Like, yo, I'm screaming at her, yo, stop, please, what are you doing? Da, da, da. She fighting with me. I ain't happy about this. Shit, I had to split her. Pow! Hit her once. Pow! Hit it twice with the gun. The gun go off. Pow! So now people thinking that like, I guess the probably thought I shot her. You know what I'm saying? And killed her, whatever. So now they at my front door. They had this. You know what I'm saying? All this shit documented, so I ain't no problem. And I ain't never spoke candidly about this heavily either. So they at my front door kicking, but the alarm going off.
Right.
So they know it's a short amount of time for the
coming.
police. They had to leave. So boom. Police come. My security come. Guess who good friends with the police that come? My security. Ex-LAPD officer. So they in there. She won't open her phone. She won't do nothing. They finally did whatever they did, which is none of my business. I wasn't even privy to that, and I don't know what happened, whatever. So she opened the phone. She dropped location, my location, a couple other famous celebrities' locations that lived in this shit or whatever, and I just was on that list. So from there, she went, my security team got me, they took me from my house at Woodland Hills at the time, they took me towards Topanga Mall or whatever, and I guess like a little Hilton over there, whatever, they put me in a Hilton. I went to sleep, woke up the next day, the woman in my phone, you gotta pay me $250,000 for what you did to me, this, that, and the third. I had my security take her home. She sent a picture, she like, I'm gonna go on the internet, this, that, and the third, blah, blah, blah. I'd already lawyered up by the end.
Right.
My lawyer said, don't speak to nothing, don't do nothing or whatever. She came out with that shit. My lawyer had already communicated with Atlantic Records and everything that was going on to explain the situation. Through the grace of God, I had all type of security cameras at my house, so I was able to put on my Instagram to show multiple men passing guns through my shit. They was able to put on my surveillance in the house of her putting her hands on me, fighting me, punching me, and doing all this other stuff or whatever. And then at that point, bro, I left LA and I just went, and I was just like, I felt like I was like Fievel Goes West, like I had a tree branch and a bandana with my things and it just going, I'm just bouncing around and still trying to work and do whatever I gotta do. And then I ain't gonna lie, I just bought, that was like my first home purchase. Like, cause you know, I was renting a house. I was doing a dummy, renting a $12,000, $15,000 a month house, doing all this shit full of and whatever. That was my first home that I purchased, and I felt really accomplished for purchasing that home. And I had to sell the house. Somehow she ended up dying in the midst of that shit or whatever the she disappeared off the face of the earth. And when all the truth came to the light, I was vindicated and I was able to continue on my career.
Did they find the guys that were trying to break into your home? You don't even care about that. We talked earlier and you mentioned like, yeah, I'd like to find somebody, but if I don't, I really want kids. I really want a Hitmaker Jr.
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, don't you want like, I mean, I had the discussion I like earlier. It's like, don't you want that person to be with like, honey, I'm home. Hey, boy, hey, Junior. Don't you want that?
I just don't know how realistic it is, Shay. It ain't real. You got that at home?
No. I'm working toward it.
How do you on?
I'm 57. I'll be 58 in June.
There we go.
But see, I made the mistake that you make.
What?
I put work in front of everything.
Sure,
and I missed out on a lot of great relationships.
Would you rather be up and without a woman, or would you rather be with the woman and not as up as you are?
You want me to tell you God honest truth?
Yeah.
I'd rather be up, not up as much and have somebody.
For real?
I do it.
But the thing is, I don't think you easy to get along with, cause I ain't.
I'm not.
I need to be showered with love, but I know I need my space too.
Yes.
I need to.
Are
Like,
you a Cancer?
Yeah, no, I'm a Virgo. Like, I might be the hardest person to be in a relationship with, and I'm
Absolutely.
totally like,
Yeah.
understanding to the woman.
I mean, I've kind of let some of my, my idiosyncrasies out, and people
Mm-hmm.
like, oh, you do too much. I'm a neat freak. I'm a clean freak. Don't leave dishes in the sink. Don't turn the fan on when you take a shower because I don't want you to fog up the mirrors. Hey, close the door when you go to the bathroom. Don't be passing gas in front of me. I can't do none of that.
Oh, I ain't did none of that. I'm gonna be honest. You know my mama? I'm just with you. Yo, you might be my daddy, boy. You talking like this shit, but I don't do none of that shit, boy. You old enough to be my daddy. You 58, I'm about to be 40, and you could have had me at 18, boy.
Yep.
I can't have ain't everything that you said on that list, ain't no way. None. I can't rock with none of that. But it is some that's gonna be less of men that's gonna let they whole let their young lady defecate on themselves next to them.
No,
That's gonna do all the weird. That's gonna let her. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I get? Everybody go to that's fine. I'm not saying she can't go to the bathroom. I just don't need to know.
Oh, never. Because I got so many bathrooms. There's no need for me to even know.
Thank you.
Why?
Thank
You don't know when I'm going to the bathroom.
Thank
I
you.
ain't throwing no PSA out when I'm going to the bathroom.
Yeah, look, this ain't a flight. You don't have to let me know we're boarding in 5 minutes.
Exactly,
okay,
bro. But some people think that's love, and
No, it ain't.
that's too ghetto for me. That's
Yeah.
ghetto love. I ain't with that.
I'm good.
I'm straight.
See?
I might be 58. But you ain't doing it the way I do it.
How you do it?
If I'm going poly, I'm going full Neo.
You have more. So, not Neil got I think what 3, 4.
Yeah. If I'm 58, why would I not go Leonardo DiCaprio?
I thought you was talking about Neo.
Both. But that's the black version. What you talking about, gang?
Nah, I don't know. The people I'm going.
All right, so can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
What did you know who I like for you? Cheyenne Bryant.
There you go, man. There you go.
I seen the energy, gang. I watched that interview.
I'm friendly. I'm cordial to everybody. Every young lady that's been on the show, they said that about Cash Doll. They said that about
I ain't see that in
Kiki.
Cash.
They said that
Nope.
about Kiki
Nope.
Palmer.
Nope.
They said that, but
I seen some with
they
Cheyenne.
said that about Glow.
You know what it is, though.
What is it?
Just we such dominant men. We want to get to the bottom of that just to let her know, like, you ain't.
No, I don't. I don't. Yeah, I think she's amazing. I think, and somebody's gonna be very, very fortunate to have that young
What
lady.
she look like in person?
She like that.
Oh. Come on, cheers to that. Cheers, Doc.
She like that. I ain't gonna hold you. She like that. She like that. You also mentioned earlier about therapy. Mm-hmm. You've done therapy.
Mm-hmm. Still in it.
Why was it important for you to go to therapy?
You don't have no one to talk to. And in reality, right? I'm just such a man that I feel like like complaining about things. So it's really more so like a safe space to go and tell. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't nobody want to hear your problems, Shane.
No.
Don't nobody want to hear my problems.
There's a saying that 50% don't care that you got problems, and the other 50% glad you got them.
Oh, 50% okay, you got a problem. The other 50% want to see you on Love and Hip Hop, so they can love you. That's all it is. It ain't. It is, and deeper than that. Man, I wish. Man, I hate that we even talking about these dynamics because they're gonna fry me up, and it's gonna be a very viral interview. But man, I wish I wasn't so triggering to the internet. But man, I wish it was a safe space with women to really have these type of conversations. Because it's unfortunate, like, even when I look at it, one of my therapists is a woman.
Mm-hmm.
So it ain't like I'm confiding in a man to go get a man opinion or whatever. I really want to know the dynamics of women and how we're supposed to feel.
That's
But
I've only had women as therapists.
But we don't feel comfortable telling that to our partners. Because as soon as you get vulnerable with your partner, they look at you different.
Yep. You're absolutely right.
So
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
57.
You know, you weak. You didn't have this great relationship with your mom. I mean, come on now. I'm telling you stuff in confidence, and there you gonna use to throw it in my face and use it against me.
I'm using this. You my first therapist, male therapist. I'm using this like a therapy session right now. They still gonna say that shit though.
Oh,
you think how many women finna call me or this and the third? Like, oh, you ain't got a relationship with your mama. You broke. They gonna use everything against you. But the minute we turn this shit around and say we want to use some of their deficiencies against us, then we sassy. We this. We
yeah,
that,
for sure.
You know what I'm saying? So you can't win.
You mentioned, have you had a conversation with your mom?
We talk all the time. Not as close as I would like to be, but we don't know each other, Shannon.
Right.
Like, and this is what the most traumatic part of my life is that when I got on and I became Young Berg and all these other different things, man. My mom, I haven't had a real relationship with my mom in over 20 years. So she don't know who I am as a person.
Right.
Her life went her direction. She went and got remarried. She went and did that. She went and established
Did
her
she have
new
more
family.
kids?
No, she didn't have more kids, but she went and did whatever she did. But my mom had one of the biggest child care centers in Chicago, Illinois, just period, in the state of Illinois. So she was a serial entrepreneur. She would have invested in her time and her energy into other things. And life goes on. Nobody wants to really say it, but life goes on. So for 20 years, we're not close. We haven't been like ultimately close.
Do you feel your mama abandoned you?
Nah. I just feel bad now because she's not in the same financial position that I am. So that's the other dynamic of how to regulate this relationship too. So her life decisions led her into a place to where she's not as successful as she used to be. And now I'm the big dog and I'm trying to figure out how to manage that. Cause I just seen her on Mother's Day, but it doesn't feel like beautiful to know that I'm pulling up in a $400,000 car to have dinner with my mom and she's going back to whatever her accommodations are.
I'm assuming she's gotten divorced.
Yeah. He took she lost everything. So it's kind of like, do I wear that burden? That's why I also had therapy too. Like, man, approaching 40, being a grown ass man at this time, like, do I go and say, you know what? You gave me life. Let me do whatever I think is right to be done. But I'm gonna be honest with you, she's done some really unforgivable things in my life that is hard for me to get past. And with that being said, even when I try and hold her accountable as an older man in life, she doesn't agree with it. She doesn't remember. I'm gonna give you an example, right? Transparency, because it's a real therapy session. When I was young, like in my teens, and I was looking for that energy, like from my mom or whatever, and my mom was still up, still rich, new marriage. My dad and her, they had a toxic relationship. My dad had remarried, this, that, and the third or whatever. And my stepmom had said, I always thought my stepmom wanted to me, right? Like, so listen, like my stepmom used to like get high, get drunk with me, get high with me, take me to school, just this, that, and the third. And my stepmom was like at least 10 plus years younger than my dad. She was a little fine piece of shit, you know what I'm saying, back then. So she used to show me a lot of love and admiration, and I always thought that she would go. But one day, I always knew that with her doing that type of things for me, that she didn't respect my father as much as I think that she should have. So one day she brought me upstairs, and I think her and my dad was going through some crazy shit, and she was like she put out a Bible. She was doing a bunch of different shit, and she's like, your dad a homosexual. And I'm like, what? And she like, yeah, the nigga gay. I'm like, huh? cut it out.
Yeah, and plus, why you telling me this?
Exactly. So I further went down the line, and mind you, my stepmom and my mom were in cahoots at the time too. Like my dad had went to like China, Beijing. Like my dad is like a missionary. Like my dad do all type of shit. That nigga a Renaissance man. Like he do whatever. So he gone, and he on a church missionary meeting, and like my stepmom had to take me to court for some shit or whatever. Like I was on probation as a kid.
Okay.
My mom ended up at the courthouse while my dad in Beijing, China, they got me locked up. So that's why I was telling you. So I'm like, oh, I know they in cahoots. So I reached out to my mom around that time, and I was like, yo, such and such said this. I'll never forget, boy, we had Red Lobster. I love a good Red Lobster biscuit.
You let them cheddar biscuits, huh?
Boy, them shrimp scampies, boy, that shit was like roof crystal. So I'm in there, and we had Red Lobster as a kid, and I asked my mom, I'm like, yo, like such and such said this and said my dad's gay and he's homosexual and this, that, and third. She ain't block it. He was like, I don't know.
Is that, you would have thought she said, boy, your dad ain't gay.
She went and did that. So
almost like she was co-signing it.
Mm-hmm. So that added to the disdain of that, you know what I'm saying? Because I seen how manipulative women could be.
Right.
Based off of whatever the situation is. Because my dad always was like a top dog type. Mm-hmm. My dad put my mom on. So, man, it was just so much like that's one thing. Then the school thing. Then I got my first record deal. I never forget it. It was a place called the Palazzo across the street from the Grove on 3rd and Fairfax. That was my first like little condo or whatever. Mm-hmm. And like I got my record deal, and like my mom and my auntie had came out. And my mom was up. She was a millionaire. And like she took me to IKEA and bought me a bunch of shit for my crib, but this, that, and third. I'm thinking I'm vibed out or whatever. And I guess her and my dad or whatever happened. I just got my deal, and she sent an invoice to my dad for all the furniture from IKEA that she bought me. Like, yo, I want to be reimbursed.
But as a mom, I mean, that's what you do for your kids.
Okay. And that happened. And then I brought it up to my mom years later. Mm-hmm. Like, yo, my dad said this and that. Niggas had to cut you a check for this. I have no idea what you talking about. I bring it up to her. Yo, you said the nigga was gay. I have no idea what you talking about. I don't recollect that. Then my dad sent me the picture of the check that he wrote my mom for the IKEA furniture.
Did you show it to her?
Yeah.
What'd she say? Are you in therapy? When you go to therapy, do you talk about this relationship with your mom to your therapist?
Do I talk to my mom about it?
No, do you talk to your therapist about the relationship with your mom?
Of course.
What does the therapist say?
It's some hurt there. It's some different things there.
Yeah, it's 2 decades.
Yeah, but it's just like, man, I'm such a man.
Mm-hmm. It's hard for you to forgive.
I can't forgive, and then not only that, my life is so good. Mm-hmm. I can't be about nothing too, Shannon.
Right.
Like I feel ungrateful to be sitting there. Oh my God, something happened 20 years ago. I'm in shambles about it. I can't do that, Shannon.
Hopefully this doesn't happen. Mm-hmm. But if your mom is not here in the next week, month, year, will you miss her?
I fight with that a lot. I don't even know if I would, how I would feel. Would I go to the funeral or not?
Ooh, this deep. It's deeper than I previously anticipated.
If I'm not paying for nothing, if I'm not helping someone out in a situation or whatever, then what it is. Like I ain't gonna lie, I got nominated for a Grammy for Big Sean Bounce Back, and at the time, I had some money flowing and this, that, and the third, and she was going through her situations, and she had nowhere to stay. She was saying like, yo, well, my living condition isn't the best. Mm-hmm. So in my eyes, I'm like, you know, she lives in Florida. Maybe I get like a condo and pay it off for the year. Mm-hmm. That way it give her a year, just free grace, you know, right. Allow her to, whatever her job is, because mind you, I don't know this woman, right. Too. We don't have a relationship.
So have you seen her? Have you actually seen her?
I've seen my mom probably like twice in 20 years. So probably, yeah, I can count on one hand how many times I've seen my mom in 20 years. So from there, I thought that was gonna be the solution. And just being totally transparent and totally honest, she kind of like shamed me for it and said that like people that are successful as me, they want to buy their mom a house. How could I even come to the table and say, yo, condo or to pay this and that? I should. She returned from my $40,000 offer to pay a year worth of rent or whatever the situation. She doubled down with like 250, 300 and felt like I should buy her a home if that's what she felt like it was necessary.
Let me ask you this, in all honesty. If you weren't as successful as you are, do you feel your mom would have a relationship with you?
No. I see how they treat other people that ain't got money in our family. They f with them, but they don't f with them.
How did that make you feel?
Nothing. I'm a winner. I'm sad about it, but it's time for me to make my own family and learn from those mistakes and learn from the things that mishaps and continue to do good by new people. Can't harbor all this energy or whatever and then be like trying to like spin out with bad energy to different people. The only thing to do is correct the behavior and do it again.
This is your situation, and every situation is different. But I do believe you could forgive your mom and still not have to be in a situation where you have to deal with her.
Oh, I forgive her. I love her. We still talk. I'm telling you, we talk. It's just not as loving as I would like it to be. I'm
because you feel that it's a monetary love.
Be honest,
it's a material love.
Shannon, I'm a cold bro. Once you cross me, and like I done been through so much, we done talked about this whole life. Once things happen, I'm a cold Shannon.
It's gonna be hard for her to get back in your good graces.
There ain't no graces. It ain't. We too old to be talking about graces. She's 60 something years old, and I'm 40. What graces we talking about? We in the third quarter of our life.
I was thinking, maybe, hopefully, wishing that you was like, man, I probably would miss her if she's gone. But it doesn't seem like that you feel that way currently.
No, of course, I'm gonna miss her. I'm gonna miss the times that we had, but you gotta remember that the times that we had and the ones that hold genuine and hold safe to my heart is times when I was probably a teenager, Shannon.
It's been so long. So much time has passed. So much damage is done.
She don't even know me as a man.
Is she trying to repair that, or she wants you to do all the fixing up?
Oh, she is. Both. Both. But I mean, if I wasn't in the position I am right now, it wouldn't be nothing really to fix up. I would just be a that was in Chicago somewhere. How much of the fixing would be done? I would be useless. Remember, if you ain't got no use, you're useless.
Yeah.
So if I didn't have no equity of who I am as a person, I guarantee that she would have that love for me as a human, as someone that she pushed out her pussy. But in reality, if I can't contribute, then what you mean? Even though I'm not contributing right now, I'm not on my high horse like I'm paying for shit right now. I ain't doing it. It ain't genuine.
We're gonna come back. We're gonna have a conversation in a couple of years. And you're going to be made amends to this.
I mean, I think I'm in a space to actually do make amends with it. But the thing is that
she's not helping the situation by not taking accountability for things that have happened on her end. If she would take some accountability, if she were to say, you know what, babe, I was wrong. I didn't always do the best situation. I just did the best that I could. You're my first child. You're the only child, X, Y, and Z. I know I could have did better. Son, I could have done a lot better. And I wish I had done better. I wish your dad and I, your father and I, we could have made this relationship work. Because I think you saw a side of both of us that you didn't need to see. And it kind of put you in a light that relationships, this is how all relationships are. And they're not. Baby, that's on me. I was wrong.
Yeah, but I agree with that to a certain extent. But that would be what I would be wanting from her. And that's a very selfish thing to really be on. Like, so when I say genuine, what I'm going to do moving forward, I had to deal with myself.
Right.
I had to get myself, like, because that's what I would want in return. When it's genuine, you just do it.
Right.
Not seeking for nothing in return. Just because it's a genuine effect and it's a genuine reaction or outpour to what you want to do. That's what prompted me to do that. when you looking for something in return, that's where you wrong. So I'm not looking for validation for her no more to be able to say, you know what, baby, everything you just said, I'm sorry. I don't want no apology. Like, I want to get to the space to where I just want to do it and just be at peace with it, whether the response come or not, you know?
Forgiveness is not for the other person.
Oh, I don't forgive or forget.
Forgiveness is for you.
Oh, I ain't forgiving or forget.
You're going to have to. You don't have to forget. You don't have to, because you don't have amnesia and you don't have one of these debilitating diseases that cause you to lose your memory. But forgiveness is so you, because right now you're in bondage. Your emotions are holding you hostage because of what she done. And I'm saying you're not wrong, but at some point in time here, you're going to have to let this go in order for you to be free. Because right now you're in bondage. Your emotions, your feelings are being held hostage by this woman that you barely know for over 2 decades.
All right. I'm going to call my therapist after this.
We're going to get you out of this. Give me your top. I'll give you your Mount Rushmore producers. In the history.
That's 4, right?
4.
Of all time.
All time. And I know one on there.
Quincy Jones.
Quincy first.
Kanye Weszt.
Kanye.
Jermaine Dupri.
Okay.
And Pharrell for me.
Okay. That's a list now. That's a list. I mean, some people might say Jimmy Jam and Terry.
Yeah.
Some people might say Babyface.
Yeah.
I get it. But hey.
That's the songwriter list. Because, you know, Jimmy and Terry and Babyface and LA, they did a lot of songwriting work too. I was just saying strictly niggas that just put the soundtrack to their life. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is for me.
I like that. Hit, appreciate you stopping by. Here he is, Hitmaker. Bro, that was amazing.
Yeah, thank you, bro.
That was amazing.
Thank you, bro.
All my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice. That's why all my life, I've been grinding all my life. Look, all my life, been grinding all my life. Sacrifice, hustle paid the price. Want a slice, got to roll the dice. That's why